Hello, and welcome back to Dragon Quest III, which, I mean, I've said it pretty much every stream, I'm having a lovely time with. I'm looking forward to doing some more. I'm trying to think what I want to do first. I've got 9 mini medals, I believe it's 12 for the next rewards. We're probably not going to do that just yet. We could, however, if I make my way to, what you call it? Is it Romaria? I think that's the name. I'll just use the item. I fast travel there. Chimera Wing, use... Yes, Romaria. We can do some monster fighting, and I think that's a good place to kind of start off. Because I have quite a few monsters now I can use. Got like original slime, we got healing slime guy. We got like an anteater, a cloud, a crow of some kind. There's a few, but there's quite a few. Also, can I look this barrel? I can. So their defense is actually pretty good. It's actually quite nice. Also, I'm assuming this is locked until later. Like, that might open up down the line. I'll need to wait and see. For now, let me quickly speak to you, because I've got quite a few monsters. Hello again. What about my many monsters, were you? Fret not, they're doing splendidly. So here, why don't you go ahead and check on them? Yeah, I've got a few, and they do come at different levels. And presumably they can level up. Yeah. That's interesting as an idea. Because they have abilities we don't have unlocked. Do they level up over time? I don't know. Also says same species. I'm assuming is like different coloration of the exact same. It's not like, oh, that's a slime, they're the same. I'm assuming anyway. Otherwise, I mean, I'm probably gonna have... I want to say... They do magic. I'm not sold on them. Raven Lunatic, I do quite like. I'm thinking, I'll do Battle, Raven Lunatic, Ant Gobbler, Heal Slime. That sounds pretty decent as a team. Ushold Arena. Yes, I'm gonna go mash some monsters against each other. Okay, so, member number 1, the Raven. Member number 2, I said, was gonna be the Ant Gobbler. Spiked hair. You know what? Looking at attack, spiked hair is pretty good. Like, they've got a lot of attack. Good defense as well. Honestly, I don't think they're one I want. I don't think I want the cloud. I'm gonna go spiked hair. And I'm gonna go heal slime because, I mean, you need a healer, you know? You need one. But yeah, I think that's us ready. Let's go. Is it Edgar, Harry, and Healy? I believe the team is. Benvenuti, welcome one and all to our Rank 1 tournament. Today, we receive a new challenger, the team of Poison. I must now ask all spectators to give their applause for our competitors today. Now it is time to begin match numero 1 of the tournament. Combatini, please step forward. You're the rookie monster wrangler that Monty spoke of, see? Your monsters, they seem very lively. Very. We'll have a good match, I think. And your marks, get set, fight. So how does this work? In the arena, monsters will battle out in a line, whatever tactics I tell them. Can't give them direct commands once battle has begun. Okay, so give them tactics, pretty much. So just like how I normally manage my party members. And oh, we're only against 2 people, that's fine. Healy is focused on healing. That is what it should be. Both of them are fighting wisely for the rest, which I think looks fine. Healy's got a lot of health though. It has just been kind of posted down there in the corner. Yeah, that is a lot of health. Also, we're very much murdering these people. Like that's going well, but we need to up the speed. That is going incredibly slow. Why are we murdering him so well? So this is a newcomer with a bright future. Vitoria, we have winner in match numero 1. Assuming it's like 3 rounds. We'll now continue on to match numero 2. Combatini, step forward. On your marks, get set, fight. I don't know if I'm going to read that every time. I don't think that's going to be a unique thing. But yeah, Healy's got a lot of health. Yeah, bump it up to fast. Normal's a bit on the slow side. So we are just kind of watching. It's not anything too exciting. And we're also very much moving everyone. Was I meant to come in with just like the one slime? Next match will be the final bout in this tournament. I hope that both teams will give their very best and will make a good contest. Let's see. Deciding match in rank 1. Let's go. Ooh, and I am against a team of 3. Ant Nibbler is not too worrying, neither is the Killer Pillar. Yeah, we look to be doing fine. Edgar getting the 2 attacks is the reason I brought him in. Because those 2 attacks are going to make a big difference. Like, honestly, if I got another bird, I'd be willing to use them over Harry. Finito, we have a winner in the rank 1 tournament, here at Monster Arena. That is a magnificent victory for the challenger. It's like deathly quiet apart from the jingle. As we all know, winners in rank 1 earn the right to fight in rank 2 next. That is how numbers work, my guy, yes. Dina Elementi, I must ask all the audience to give a round of applause to our Combatini. They did well, see? That concludes today's tournament in the Monster Arena. Join us next time for more fighting action. Okay, I'm not going to bother reading that each time, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to skip through some of this. I get 800 gold coins because it's my first time winning that thing, as well as the items. Including a bronze shield, which should be quite nice. Also, winning all 3 battles got me some money. Okay, that's interesting. If I speak to you, did my guys gain any XP? I don't think so. I don't know if they do earn XP. I think it might just need to be swapped out as time goes by. I mean, first things first, fancy new shield. You do not need it. But if I change you over to a leather shield, who would want it? I'm gonna say give it to the priest, give it to Jack. Jack can't use it, okay. In which case... Yes, I'll use a bronze shield. There we go. That's a pretty damn good shield. It's better than scale one, actually. That is really nice. Yeah, we're gonna do a few more fights until we start struggling, because that first one, that went very well. Also, another Cloak of Evasion. We've already maxed out on Cloaks of Evasion. But, alright. We can give us a go. I do think I might swap out Harry. I wasn't really sold on. I'll try Mr. Cloud. Let's see how he does. Rank 2 tournament. I'll briefly gloss over the text and I'll read it out if it's anything all that different. Match from the tournament. Yeah, that seems about the same. Yeah, no, nothing important to read. That's all good. Now, I don't know if I actually get the healing between fights. I'm assuming no. So I'm thinking this is going pretty well, considering I took no hits. Did use a little bit of MP, but that's alright. I'm now battling a child's monsters. Why a child? What are they doing in here? Ooh, and they've possibly got some kind of bonus from having two of the same kind of family of creature. I don't quite know how it works. But ooh, they do hit quite hard. We'll need to see if Edgar gets healed. If he doesn't, I mean, we've got our healer. We've got healed. Healy, honestly, is a lot stronger than I thought they'd be. Yeah, let's see. Edgar, plenty of damage, has taken out one of them. Healy comes in to back up Edgar. Cloud only takes the 1 damage there. That's pretty damn good. No one's been put to sleep by the fungus as well, so I think that is Edgar getting a victory. No, not quite. I think it's Healy. Wasn't Healy either. Cloud gets the final hit. That's a lot of health for that mushroom. But we have won. Final match. Let's see, we're against... I'm assuming like she's meant to look like some kind of noble. Because I mean, she's got a crown. So she's the queen. Okay. I was not expecting Kimtry here. But then I'm sure you would say the same of me. See? May the best team win. Combatiamo? I might have mispronounced that, I don't know. But here we go. Fighting the queen, of all people. Against, ooh, they're maybe a lot of worrying. Iller Pillars do a lot of damage. Thankfully, it is gone. I haven't seen these other two enemies before. And I'm thinking the Toad might have been weak to Zap. I mean, I saw that number in red, which makes me think possibly there are actually resistances in this. All in all, though, we've won. Again. That went relatively well. I think we can maybe do the rank 3. I won title victor. Management of my team was absolutely masterful. Good to know. Why is it like deathly silent apart from the announcer? Yes, as we all know, rank 2 means you can go to rank 3 if you want. Makes sense. Get a bunch of money, and I also get a few Seeds of Strength and Stamina. Those Seeds of Stamina, if they affect the health on level up, they're gonna be lovely. Ah, we can't do rank 3 yet. Okay. Okay, that's fine. In which case, can you equip the new armor? No. I believe everyone already has Cloaks of Evasion, yeah. That's fine. If we've all got that sorted, I guess, we can use those seeds. That's something I should do. Seeds of Stamina. I'd argue we want it on Tuna, but these people might get changed out at some point. And my stamina could be better. So I'm just going to dump them all into me. Seed of Strength, again, into myself. That's fine. I'm not going to regret buffing myself. Other party members can be switched out. I don't plan to switch them out, by the way. It's just a case of they might be. I don't know. Looking for items? I am, in fact. What would we want? Anything from here? Looking at actual accessories and such. I mean, Necklace of Immunity is alright. I'm not convinced. I'm mostly just here for some Tangle Web. Oh, no, sorry, not Tangle Web. Chimera Wings. I believe that Tangle Web can be used in battle, right? Yeah, just an enemy... group of enemies, sorry. Agility. So, it's alright. It's alright. It's not something I'm immediately after. Yeah, if monster fighting done, I think next place to go is, if I use a Chimera Wing, we want to go to this place. Wherever Kariv is. Is this the... This was a town with a graveyard by the church, right? I think it was. I might be wrong? No, I'm thinking I'm right. It's up in that hill, isn't it? Also, I should check whenever I go into one of these areas. Yeah, no monsters nearby. We've already got the heal slime. Yeah, nice little place up there. And thank you for a follow. Very much appreciate it. I'm just having a chill time. If you want to have a chill as well, that's fine. I'm more than happy with back seating if you ever want to pitch in with anything. And here we are when... Well, it should be an easy fight, honestly. I'm not worried for this. Like, Tuna immediately murders one of them with a crit. And I've murdered the other two with just a basic attack. Yeah, no. I'm currently exploring. Then we're going to head south as a plan. Because we've got a little area over down here to kind of southwest. And I'm curious about what's actually down there. Because I'm assuming it's probably like a point of interest, right? I don't know. There's like an entire little island with a bridge over to it. That's got to be somewhat important. Let's climb on top of this hill quick. Yeah, I can see something shining in the woods in the distance. We're gonna quickly go here. There we are. And sealant, strong medicine, and a Chimera Wing. It's alright. Not anything amazing, not anything bad. Apparently, the enemies are too stunned to move, so that's pretty nice for me. That just means I get a whole bit of damage in there. I'm stronger than I thought I was. How many levels did I gain in that cave? What level am I? Level 11. I mean, I was initially level 7 when coming through this area. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Looking at map. Yeah, there is a point of interest possibly up here to the northwest. I think I saw a fancy looking tree. Might be a secret area. Not sure how secret, but a secret area.
Brace yourself.
I've actually seen those crabs before. I've seen them in other games. I don't know if I've seen them in this one yet. I don't think it particularly matters. I'm just curious. I'm just mentioning things I notice. Yeah, go into here. And what have we got? We've got a man. You want to join us, Mr. Monster? Says the man. Good to know. Sure, my guy. Sure. I'd imagine we've not got more than one in this area. Yeah, no other monsters around. That's fair. That's completely fair. Do have a bag here against a tree, though. With a Sage's Elixir. That's actually quite nice. That's, I believe, 80 MP restoration. I'm certainly not against that. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, make my way down the coast. Got a bridge somewhat to the south of us. Yeah, those numbers appearing in blue, I'm assuming mean they do reduced damage. Like, these guys are, I mean, less weak to physical attacks. That's my immediate assumption. I don't know if that's the case. Also, item there. Iron apron, a turban, 2 seeds of agility. I do like seeds of agility. Use them on myself, just because I tend to be doing a group attack. I think it makes it worthwhile. Also, it's something I should change. Tuna, I think I want to change you back to being an acrobat, do I? I'm going to change him to being not what he currently is. I think a Plugger's... I had these tabs up last time. Let me tab out. What did Plugger do? He's currently Happy Go Camper. Or, sorry, Happy Camper. It's 90, 190, 100, 130. So pretty much just good for luck. He's alright. I don't think luck's what he needs. If he was using his weapon, yes, but he seems to be about abilities. Plugger would give me more strength and more resilience, I believe, yeah. So I might actually change him over to that. That doesn't sound bad. Reckless Heart, change you to this. That means I need to give a new sub-accessory to you of Rabbit Tail? Sure. We don't really have another one we could give apart from the Cowering, which is about the same but cursed. I'd rather not be cursed to have a bad personality, because personalities affect level ups. It's a pretty bad curse to have. Enemies are defeated. Get a bit of XP. David finds some money. That's nice. Not much to comment on. They're fairly easy fights as far as fights go. Okay, that stone is not a point of interest. There is an item up there? But how did I get to that? Is there like a jump button? I don't know. I'll need to check in a moment, see if we can figure something out. I don't think there's a jump button. And how would I get to that? Like, X just opens a map. B just lets me run. Huh. Oh, I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna assume I can't get there. It's a little annoying, but I guess it makes sense. But we've also got this. On top of statuses, these icons can pop up in battles which symbolize temporary changes. Yeah, I'm aware we've had buffs and debuffs before. Why are you telling me now? Also, this is a Skyfell Tower. This is where Robin Hood's staying, right? I believe. Hey, Jack. Am I still alive? I mean, you are still alive, yeah. I'm alive too. I will say, however, you were the first to die. You, Tuna, and myself have been the only ones who've died so far. In order of Jack, Tuna, Ben, Poison. Or characters who died. So, I mean, it's alright. We're getting you some more health now. Like, it's doing okay. I think I figured out what stamina does in this game. It is the amount of health you get on level up. That's my assumption. I don't know if it's correct. I think that's what stamina is. So I'm being a little nicer with stamina. I've given some seeds to people. It's a band of thugs led by a bloke named Robin Hood that call this tower home, you know. Just keep your wits about you once you start getting close to the top floor. Those upper levels are crawling with blighters. Blighters indeed, yes. I'm not entirely convinced he's evil. Considering someone didn't particularly like him, but still didn't want to give up his location. Makes me think it might be like the actual Robin Hood from... Was it from folklore? From stories? I'm gonna say from stories. Regardless, it's a story. And maybe they are giving money from the rich to the poor. I wouldn't be entirely surprised. It's possible. Anyway, enemies are dead. Should get us a decent chunk of XP. Yeah, 94. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Building a 40k army. Can't decide between Wotan or Orcs. Ah, were you chatting to Zoe about it last night then? I'm assuming. I mean, orcs, I don't know much about, but lore-wise, I love them. Wotan, I couldn't tell you entirely what they are. Were they one of the psychic ones? I'm not certain. But yeah, like, honestly, just have a look at the stuff in the rosterizer page. See what you find. Like, they all tell you abilities, you can hover over things. If you look at the Wikipedia, you can get an idea of the army rules. You know what, I know I am playing this, but let me just bring up the rosterizer for an example quick. Or sorry, not the rosterizer, the Wikipedia. Just so I can show you what I've got in my army. Go to OBS. Screen sharing doesn't seem to work. Why is screen sharing not working? It's meant to just share a screen. How does that not work? Okay, there we go. Almost. Okay, it's working now. Cool. So, this is my guys. Adeptus Mechanicus, Data Song. So, the Mechanicus, by default, have this as army rules. They get to pick every round whether they want their ranged weapons in all units to have the heavy ability, meaning they get improved ballistic skill on ranged weapons. If they stand still, they get an improved ballistic skill just by default of 1. And if people attack in melee, then subtract 1 from their hit rolls. For weapon skill is harder, which is pretty nice. Or I've got the Conquer Imperative I can do, which means my ranged ability or ranged weapons have assault. So I can advance with my units and still do a shooting action, which is pretty cool. Basically, they just get to run a bit further. Weapon skills, so melee attacks, are better and more likely to hit. When we make an attack and it's a ranged attack in half distance, I get an extra armor piercing as well. So I get to pick between them. If I'm against like a big heavy guy, this is probably one you want. Just because, I mean, I get to run away from a big heavy guy and then still shoot them if I'm close enough. Because I've got a bunch of guys with the pistol ability on ranged weapons, they can fire while engaged, as long as they shoot at what they're engaged with. So they will be firing, getting that extra armor piercing. They won't be getting the increased ballistic skill. Like, that would reduce it by 2 if they don't move, which is very nice. But armor piercing if I'm engaged against something heavy, it's just nice. Then specifically my detachment means at the start of every battle, for the entire battle, I get one of these. This one I can change every round, not this one. For this one, each time I make a ranged attack within half range, I get increased armor piercing by 1. I didn't apply that last time. I should have. Okay, that's fine. I was looking at this one and thought, oh yeah, no, it's not that one. I'm using the other one. But no, you could technically get 2 AP if you go with Conqueror. That's really nice. Otherwise, you got, if I'm doing charges for melee, I get extra strength to attacks. You know, to strength and attack characteristics. So I'm more likely to hit. And if I hit, I'm more likely to wound. That's also really nice. But I only get one of those. I get to decide, do I want to be more ranged or do I want to be more melee? And it's almost always going to be this one I'll take. But yeah, that's the bonuses I get. I don't know entirely what your fellows get. I'll have a look into it later if you particularly want. But I'm going to get back to the game for now. I'm enjoying Warhammer, but I'm going to get back to the game. Make sure I'm tabbed into correct things. I'll have a drink. Yeah, Mechanicus are fun. I like the fact I get some extra abilities on my guys. I think if I was running not Kill Team, but an actual army, I'd be even happier. But for now, I'm struggling to think of what I want for my Kill Team series. So I could recruit some more units. Like, each requisition I have, and I have 5, would be able to get me another 100 points worth of units. So I'm tempted to look into what I could get. The biggest thing I'm concerned about though is the lowest of the bonuses from my army rules only apply to battle lines and things near battle lines. Which, I mean, if I bring in my rangers or the vanguard, yeah, I get the bonuses. That's really nice. But they're also not quite as powerful. Like, I've got more powerful units I could take. So it really kind of depends. It depends what's going on. 500 point army vote, I think my entire army working together would do really well. Check out everything like yourself. Memory orcs and shoot again on a 6. Okay. That's pretty interesting. I mean, shooting again being you fire a weapon with, say, 3 attacks. You roll 1/6. Do you roll all 3 again? Or do you roll just 1 again for an extra 1 attack because you got 1/6? That would be my main question on that. Because I'd imagine it's the latter. Like, you're not going to be able to roll 5 attacks and then you roll 1/6, you roll another 5 attacks, roll another, like, 2 6s this time. Roll another 5. That sounds excessive. But, with how weapons work, it could be that's how it works. Because, I mean, if it's, say, a shotgun, and one of those attacks is a 6, yeah, that adds up. That adds up. You shoot the shotgun again. You don't shoot a single pellet from the shotgun, right? Or a single whatever you'd call it. I don't know the gun terminology. Skyfell Tower may be swarming with monsters, but no one can navigate it with... but one can navigate with surprising ease. One focuses on each fiend's weaknesses. Some monsters are weak to fire spells, such as Prison Sizz. There are also those which will not last long when assaulted with wind-infused incantations like Whoosh. Summary: different fiends have different vulnerabilities. I had suspected that, but yeah. Doubtless, your companions will work out what attacks to use against which enemies in due course. Simply need to apply the right tactics. But yeah, it's worth looking into the rules on orcs if you do those then. Because one of them is insanely powerful, depending on the weapon. But then you've also got the case of, well, if someone runs into melee, you no longer get the ranged bonuses, right? So against Tyranids or something, you're not going to do great. Like, yeah, you could manage against Tyranids, but if they get into melee and then you don't get to shoot them ever, you're not getting that bonus. And there's other units as well, could also be a real pain if they get into melee. Like, for example, my units are kind of made to fight in ranged and then go into melee and then continue doing melee and ranged while in melee range. Yeah, orcs are fine in melee. Like, I'm not saying they're bad, I'm just saying... I mean, do you want that bonus? Because the bonus won't apply to attacks if it's in melee, right? Because you're not shooting. You don't get more Daka if you're in melee range. There is no Daka to be had, you know? So there's a bubble slide there. I just spotted him. I'm glad I had a look around. I almost missed him, he's hidden behind a pillar. Yeah, I can't say I know much about the other one. Orcs, yeah, of course I know orcs. Orcs are great. The others I don't so much. Like Necrons, maybe a little. Chaos I know a little about as well. I think Space Marines are ones I know most. Which is why I went for Adeptus Mechanicus. Because, I mean, who wouldn't want to just have every single creature... sorry, not creature. Thinking of this monster I'm getting. Hello, Bub. Every single one of my units... What was I saying? Something about Adeptus Mechanicus. Yeah, I get to kind of be quite versatile, and they like just stick Intel Celerons into their forehead, you know? They're relatable. Take me for Warhammer nerd. Not much for Warhammer nerd. I know about it. I know enough about it to get by. I wouldn't call myself much of a Warhammer nerd. Though. Like, most of what I know is from talking to people who do, like, Warhammer. I mean, it's a fun game. Like, don't get me wrong. It's just, I've never gotten into it because it's damned expensive to get into it IRL. Also, is that like, that's so much health. Wait, it's almost 30 points of health from that level up. What? I know I've improved my stamina recently, but 30 points of health? That's insane. God, okay, that's really powerful. And Kaklag. Don't know what that does as a spell, but I've got it. It's a buff because it's marked in blue. And, ooh, 21 points of health for Tuna. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. I'm hoping, Jack, that you get some extra health soon. Because you're kinda lagging behind. But, you know, I am beefy. Like, I'm gonna be more beefy than David once we get up to his level. But, I mean, he just levels up sooner, right? Also, I came up this way. I shouldn't go into that room. We need to go up. Yeah, I'm enjoying the Warhammer stuff. I am. Like, I don't know if you're wanting to have a match night with people. I know I'd be free tonight, so I can, like, come back you up if you do pick someone who's allied. I could back you up with my army. Or I could just back you up with any old units that kind of come in as reinforcements for you. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Regardless, though, I'm having fun. But like, Warhammer is something I never got into simply because of the price. Because, I mean, it's a lot of money to put into something which... I mean, I don't know how often I do it as a thing. Like, it's all well and good to kind of enjoy the game and play it, but spending like £200 to get like an army and like a... In fact, that'd be more than that if you want to get the army and a physical book with the rules and such. Like, it's not easy. It's not easy. Also, I never did look at what my new spell ability. What is it? Is it a spell? It is. Clang. Turns all of us to steel, rendering us invulnerable, but also immobile. That's not very good. Basically means we can't do anything for a short while. It could be nice if we ever get debuffed. Like, with party-wide debuffs and we're looking in a bad position. It would mean I can kind of just wait out any debuffs. Not terrible. I wouldn't say it's particularly good, but it can have its uses. It can have its uses. We should get 100 XP now. Oh, hey, Tuna. Good to see you. You're actually getting health now. You got like a 21 health increase for your last level, so that's good. I got almost 30, but I mean, you're still doing good. You're doing a lot better than you used to be. Where do we go next? Immediately, this is not the way we want to go, so we go this way. I do enjoy the kind of RPG rules of, okay, where do you want to go? Cool. You go the opposite direction. It's just, it's how you play, isn't it? You want to get all the items. What have we got here? Honestly, I don't think there's anything in this room. There's out in a moment, but happy Thanksgiving. I mean, Yeah, I don't celebrate it here, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Happy Thanksgiving to you also, Tuna. Don't know if you celebrate either over there, but you might. You might. Also, wasn't Thanksgiving yesterday? I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know when Thanksgiving is. I know it's around now. I've also stopped commenting on these fights, by the way, just because, I mean, it's the same thing every time, right? Like, I'm not just going to tell you, oh, I'm going to throw the boomerang, I'm going to hit them. That's just what happens. I mean, killing that crab in one go is pretty nice. There goes Tuna going away at the enemies. Of course, they all die. That's how it works. Also, there's a man here. Hello, man. So this has been home to the world's greatest bandits for generations. Ah, just feel the history. I will. But most importantly, we've got pots. They might have mini medals, right? And mini medals means collectibles. And collectibles means I want them. Yeah, we're getting good damage in these guys. They're apparently trying to defend. I don't know quite how well that's going for them, considering they're now gone. One drops the treasure chest, antidotal herb. I don't know if I'll ever use it. Thing is, I've got Squelch, which is just essentially the same, but with a spell. It's pretty good to just have as a spell. If I didn't have it, then yeah. Antidotal herbs, definitely nice. But I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. We got another awoo from Tuna. Yeah, you really enjoy that attack. Couldn't entirely say why, but you seem to just really enjoy it. Yeah, enemies are gone. Get some XP. Anything in this room that I want? No, I think it's just go straight up. Of course, another fight. Frankly, these fights aren't too bad. Like, I think the difficulty's at a good level. But at the same time, that is a very easy fight. Do I want to up the difficulty? I don't know. Up here, it seems we've only got one place to go. I doubt they've got extra stuff around the edges, but they might actually. Let me just check. Any animals? No, no monsters nearby. In which case, I'm not going to go up to the edges. That is just going to take longer, you know? If there weren't any random fights, then maybe. But I'm just going to fight them. It's all good. I could use the holy water as a repellent. Honestly, they still give decent XP. Just because we come in such large groups. Yeah, a bunch of XP, it's fine. This is where we want. Where there's a lot of rats, seemingly. Also seeing there's a pot in here I can open. Gets magic water. It's alright. There's also a chest. Gets me a mini medal. There we go. I knew there'd be one somewhere. You don't see the shoot again ability anymore. They might have taken it out. It might be a detachment thing. I don't know what kind of detachments you get. Melee weapons have sustained hits 1. What was sustained hits 1 again? Is that the one where damage kind of overflows into other people? I'm trying to remember. I've seen it in a few things, but I never quite remember. crit and attack again. Is that on sustained hits? Huh, I really should have read what that was. That's quite a useful ability. Prayer Ring, would I want to equip that at all? Can I not equip it on you? I did just get a prayer ring, didn't I? Or am I going mad? It's not there. Maybe I'm going mad. Is it like an item? Restores MP likely to break. That's not great. So on a crit, you do an extra 1 attack, basically, is what it does. Well, that's quite good. That's quite good. So if sustained hits 2, you roll a single crit, you attack 2 times. Then say you roll 2 crits, you then attack another 2 times for each crit. Or is it just if the attack as a whole crits, you roll again? Because it might be 2 crits means an extra 2 attacks, or it might be 2 crits means an extra 4 attacks. There's a big difference there. I think terminology I still struggle a bit with.
Oh, you lot! Looks like we got some unwanted guests here!
You got a voice actor.
Oh, just what we need. We better let the boss know, eh?
Okay. They're not immediately attacking me. The fact they're not makes me think they're maybe not awful people. You know? Alright, I did wonder what would happen if I walked out the window, because I saw you could. You do just fall out the window. Time to run Orc Dread Army. I mean, I've not looked at it, but I mean, you do what you think sounds fun. Like, we're playing for fun. We're not playing to, like, min-max the game or anything. Like, just do what sounds interesting. Biggest issue if you do run Orcs is, I mean, I'm not any kind of monster. And a lot of the monsters don't tend to kind of join forces. So you're stuck with Orcs, and it's only ever going to be Orcs. Like, you can't get Tyranids joining you or anything. It's just going to be, if you get reinforcements, more Orcs. For my example, I'm sorry, if you take me for example, as Adeptus Mechanicus, I'm Imperium. I can get any of the Imperium factions joining me. Like, I could get standard Space Marines, I could get more Adeptus Mechanicus, anyone. So there's a lot more I can get, because it's not that you're limited to just your one thing. Like, I could, if I get reinforcement Space Marines somewhere, and then manage to extract with them alive, get more Space Marines who join me. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, game.
But if you think you're gonna catch me that easy, you got another thing coming.
Is this actually a boss fight? No.
See ya?
It's not a boss fight yet. The thing is, though, that would just drop me to the one floor immediately below, right? Like, as long as I don't stand in the middle now, I'm fine. He's got chests. A skull ring? That strikes me as it's going to be a cursed item, right? A ruby wristband. That might not be cursed. Anything like behind this thing? Not really. There's a few pots and such about, but I don't think any are lootable. Also, if I do step over the middle, it doesn't collapse again. That's a bit of an issue. Tracked infamous thieves in one of the world's towers. Still don't entirely know where they went. Impatient to get results. This mech is an avid advocate of the theory that smashing buttons and cranking dials faster makes custom guns more shooty. I mean, that is how it works. That makes sense. Equipment. Let's see. Skull ring. Lone wolf. That'd be fitting to give to probably Tuna, I'd say. Ruby wristband. Makes you a show off. It's Lone Wolf and show off. Give me a second. I need to tab out and have a check what they do. Lone Wolf is better agility, better resilience, better wisdom, lower luck. Not entirely convinced. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with what I've currently got. Yeah, because we went with pluggers. Actually, is plugger any better? You know what? Lone Wolf does look to be somewhat better than plugger. Because plugger doesn't give you good agility. It gives you the same in terms of luck. Gives you a bit less wisdom, which we don't care too much about. Same resilience. Strength is higher on plugger. I might stick with that. Show off is that's not great. 105% for strength, 110 agility, 95 resilience, 105 for that'd be wisdom, 95 for luck. It's alright. I don't know if I need any of them. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if they're all that good. I do think they're very nice for the improved... what's this current one give me? Luck. Improved luck from Rabbit Tail could be nice. But improved defense and improved agility. I think I'd quite like the agility. Defense, I'd argue, yeah, goes probably to you. Did we care for agility? Not really, not really. Anyway, jump down here. This is where we went. Hello. I saw you jump down.
You don't give up, do ya? Well, if you want a piece of me, let's go!
Oh, and we do actually fight. Okay. And judging by the fact they do look like actual monsters, they're presumably actually monsters. Yeah. It makes sense. But yeah, I'm not expecting it to be too tricky. Like, we're not doing a lot of damage to us. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're more than fine. I'm pretty sure we were meant to do this before we went up further north. But shush, it's fine. It just means we're more powerful for this. That's last of armor's gone. It's just him. Got a big woof from Tuna. That's what he does. 54 points of damage to David's pretty bad. But I think we're fine. We're managing. Having him hallucinate is also very nice because it makes him less likely to hit us. Apparently it wears off quite easily on him, but it's still good. It's still good. Yes, of course, too. Of course. I believe that is our first boss in the game. And it wasn't one we were ever forced to go and fight. So that's pretty cool. Jack, you also level up, which is nice. You've learned Tingle. Well, think that cures paralysis? It's also got a kind of weird name, but I think it cures paralysis.
All right, it's a fair cop, I'll give the poxy crown back. Just let me go, will ya?
Do I let him go? He did drop me down a trapdoor. I'm gonna say no.
I'll turn my life around. I'll go straight, I promise. Just let me go, please.
Nope.
I'll turn my life around.
Not at all.
I'll turn my life...
I think I've got to say yes. Ah, well.
Would you Adam and Eve it? We're free, boss. Just need to find somewhere to lay low, and we'll be back in the bees and honey before you know it.
It is he, Robin Hood, the bandito.
Think that's our cue, boss? When it
Are we gonna
bleeding
jump off
rains.
again?
You're a saint, though. Be lucky, eh? Ta-da!
I like his voice. I'm glad you like his speech as well tonight.
Mi perdoni. They fled before we could capture them.
I see. Well, at least the crown is in safe hands. Ire will be most pleased. Hero of Aliahan, your help was most vital in securing the crown. Please deliver it to our king yourself. He will want to thank you personally, and I'm sure the outpost will be reopened soon after.
But, Commendatore, that is not enough.
See.
Right, what more is there?
How could I forget? Even once the outpost reopens, you will need the Chiave Magica, the magic key. Were it possible, I would love
Oh, what do you mean? That
nothing
is
more
what
than
all
to
British
hand it
people
to you
sound like,
myself
folks,
as
you
your
know.
reward.
I don't see what you're confused about.
It is just, well,
But that's just
I'm
how
not
they
sure as
speak.
to its location, you see.
Actually, I have heard it is hidden in the desert to the south, within the Great Pyramid.
Davvero. I suppose that would make sense. Now,
That's when it's going
my
to
men and I
pyramids.
must return to the castle al più presto. I swear we will repay you someday for this kindness.
I mean, Presto's fast, right?
The
Or
best of
quick.
luck looking for the key.
I know
May the
that one.
goddess go with you.
I do like the details of, oh yeah, one guard was slightly slower leaving than the rest. Like, it's in no way important to have. But it's just little bits of personality like that I love about the Dragon Quest games. It's brilliant. Oh, is this our first time being here in the evening? Oh, that's nice. Water's like... I don't know if it should be glowing, but it is. That's quite pretty. Possibly quite radioactive as well, but I'm unsure. Also, hello. Saw you in a bush. I'm amazed I hadn't spotted you before. There we go. Got Hornbird. Good to have him. Harry's now over the moon because I've got more spiked hair pals. Oh. Okay. So more of the same creature you collect, the stronger they all become. Oh. That is nice. Okay. And just to make sure there's not any more in this area, right? No. That's good. That's pretty good. That's how we level our guys up. We're not allowed upstairs in the evening. Is the king asleep? Yeah, king's asleep. Cool, that makes sense. But yeah, anywhere else we might have monsters we can recruit. I'm trying to think, where have we not found any? Like, go out to the world map. I don't think we ever found any in that village there. Found Heel Slime there. We found Crow Guy there, Ant Nibbler in the cave, Bubble Slime in there. Haven't found anyone in that area. Still don't know how you get to that green spot. There's another green spot there. Which makes me think, with all of those, there will be a way to fly, potentially, later. Which is interesting to think about. Yeah, if we're waiting for the night to pass anyway, I've got enough money, I can go fly around a little bit. We're gonna go to Norvik. I think Norvik's a good one to go to. Let's see, is there a monster here? I'd imagine yes. I don't know where. There's a monster ready to be wrangled nearby. So there is one, and they're ready to be gotten. But where? But where? Is it that child? That's not the child, no. But I could send the child into battle, right? Like, am I allowed to? Is that against some kind of ethics? It might be. Anything back this way? Like around the side of the inn? No. So there is a monster somewhere in this area. And it is currently out. Where is he? Where on earth is he? It's certainly not obvious, is it? Maybe it is the child. It's pretty unlikely, but it could still be the child, right? Right? Also, I never opened this barrel, did I? Fancy special medicine. That is a lot of healing if we ever need it. Can't help but also notice, though, no monsters. Where is this monster? Being told there's one nearby is all well and good. But I'd like to know the whereabouts. It's not like in the center by the fire. No. He wouldn't be in a house, would he? Surely he wouldn't be in a house. Okay, that's just the exit village. I can't go to the north of that kind of poisonous pond. And yeah, no monsters in here unless it's a grieving mother. I say grieving, she doesn't know if the child died yet. So it's fine, it's fine, she's not grieving yet. Not anyone in here. We do have a pot, did I ever open that one? I imagine I did, because I can't interact with it now. Is Old Man a monster? Don't think you are. Is this sleeping guy a monster? Nah, he's just sleeping. Where the hell's this monster? There's one somewhere apparently. Like, is it inside this old man's house? No? It's not in his house. Well, I should actually check. Can I use ability in here? Not too far. So it would tell me if we're in a building. Which means he's actively outside. Somewhere. But where? Like, there's definitely one here, right? And there's a monster ready to be wrangled. What's animal wrangle? What do you mean? It's the thing we do to get more monsters in order to fight for us, you know? It's perfectly normal to do, I can assure you. That being said, I'm not seeing one. Pokemon in-game is real? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I could agree. Is like one of these people like important? No. Sleeping, you're outside, I'm nowhere. But where's a monster? Trying to think, where have I not searched? I mean, I guess right in front of here. Like, we've definitely been around the outskirts. Hello? You a monster? You're not a monster. Okay. Is there anywhere I've not checked? Like, wait by the fire for a second, does something come out? No. Am I blind? Am I blind? I've been all over this place and I've not spotted any creatures. Are they just like particularly well hidden? Are they in the poisonous swamp? We're not immediately appearing. It says we're ready to be wrangled, right? Yeah, ready to be wrangled. So they are definitely around. My guesses would be in this foresty bit off to the side, but I'm not spotting them at all. Am I going mad? Like, it definitely says there should be something. I am going to keep walking around until I find it, by the way, but it's definitely taking a lot longer than I hoped it would. Did I just Google it? That's cheating. I can't just Google it, can I? I mean, I feel like I've been literally everywhere. I must be inside of a building. Only place I've not checked is inside of the inn, right? I'm just gonna check. I don't think it's in here. No, distinct lack of a monster being inside of here. Unless it's this man. Yeah, I am the daughter of Ortega. Yes. Why? Always staying in the room adjacent until only yesterday. Okay. So you used to stay in this room. Did you leave anything? I mean, it's where I found the kilt, I believe, in there, right? Also found a mini medal. I'm glad I checked again. Yeah, no monsters. I might just Google this, because this is going to be quite boring otherwise. Like, I can do this. And it's just saying it's not too far away. Like, I could dig. Digging doesn't help, but you can. If I'd walked nearby to it, it would have been flagged up to me as, oh, there's a monster here, and I've invited it to be part of my crew. Is it the child? It's not the child. Okay. It's worth checking. It's worth checking. It's definitely not you either. Yeah, no, I'm Googling it. So I cannot find this for life of me. Dragon Quest 3 Nordic Monster. Let's see. I want specifically Norvik. Why is it not immediately telling me? Uh, what am I missing? I'm looking at the thing. It says I should have all of them, I think, from this area. Why is it telling me there's one here? I'm really confused. Yeah, this guide doesn't mention it. Yeah, I found a spiked hare. Apparently there's an ant gobbler. I think I've missed them. There's a second spiked hare. But we found two of them. That's fine. None of these mention Norvik. None of them mentions a spot near Norvik, but not Norvik. I go to different website. I'm sorry, this is boring. Just needing to make sure I'm not accepting a bunch of cookies from random websites. There we go. Ah, this doesn't even say where Norvik is. Ah, screw it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll maybe find this guy. Like, it definitely says there's one to be wrangled, yeah? Realize there's a monster ready to be wrangled nearby. Nearby typically means in this area, but he's quite clearly not. So I'm just gonna leave. I'll come back later. I mean, does it tell me if I'm out here? It tells there's one not too far away. I feel it might be bugged. There's not one in there, is there? I'm just gonna go do a bit of fighting while I wait for daytime to come. I could actually rest it in. Wouldn't be a terrible plan. So if we rest overnight, we can go over to the king. Give him the crown. Although we don't technically have to give him the crown. Yeah, somewhere in this canyon, apparently there is some kind of secret spot with an ant gobbler, I believe it was. Where's the secret spot? It said in the canyon, so it would be down this way. Did I get it before? I can't remember. I don't think we did. Like, we got one from the underground cave, but we never found the second one. I'll have a check. I'll have a check. I still have no idea where that one back in Norvik could be, but that's gonna annoy me. Ah, that looks like a secret spot over there. There's a fancy looking tree. We do just murder all of the enemies at this point. This is kind of mean. They're not tough enemies. Yeah, there's an ant gobbler here. Does it come out at night? Apparently it does. Here we go. Hello. Tell it to go back to Monty. We've got Anthony. Hello, Anthony. Gobbler is over the moon. Now we've got more ant gobbler pals. I prefer Gobblebert, I think. As a name, Gobblebert is so much more funny. Power of friendship makes him even more powerful. Check on Monty, it says. As well as we've reached the 10 monster milestone for monster wranglers. Just to make sure, if that doesn't say there's any nearby. No. So there is someone in Norvik, and I don't know where. It's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna look for that off stream, I think. I'm not gonna waste everyone's time looking for it on stream. But, yeah, no, that annoys me. That annoys me. I'm tempted to just fast travel back to the Romaria, but honestly, these fights go by quick. Like, this is fine. It's not much XP, but we need one fight so Tuna can learn Monster Pylon. What the hell does that do as an ability? 6 monsters I've rescued on all enemies. So more monsters I rescue, the more powerful that becomes, is my understanding. That's potentially quite a good ability. I mean, we're not going to see it for a while, just because I'm murdering all of these enemies in one go. But that does sound quite good. That does sound quite good. So as it stands, that is 10 different attacks, right? I still don't know where that last one in Norvik is. There's got to be one in there. There's got to be. Is there any in here? No, none. Cool. Just head on south then. That's fine. Now we just keep heading this way, get to the checkpoint. There we are. Not any in the checkpoint, is there? I'm just going to check everywhere I pass through. I wonder if I use this here. Okay, so it did definitely respond differently up in Norvik. Alright. First of all, Monty's possibly got something for me. Sounded like he would. So if I head down here, have a chat to him. Hello, Monty. And when you see me once more, feels only right I give you a token of my gratitude since you've now rescued 10 monsters. But I don't think your work is done. There are plenty more beasties out there waiting your rescue. Give me like some water. It's not great. I won't lie, Monty. It's not an amazing reward. But oh well. We'll go talk to the king now it's daytime. And then head to the next area, because we're not enough health and such. Like, yeah, sure, Tuna, you could have more MP. But, that's probably fine. You do decent damage. Yeah, head to the king. Give him his crown, get maybe a reward.
Can it really be true? Have you brought our crown back to us?
I mean, I don't think I've got an option to say no.
You are a hero indeed, worthy of a realm of your own to rule. deserving of a
What,
crown.
are you giving me your crown?
Will you take the crown of our dear country in my stead? Hmm? It weighs so heavily upon my brow.
Wait, what?
Assent, and I will abdicate immediately in your favor. So, will you accept the
You just don't want to be
priceless
the
gift
king.
I offer?
No, I'm good.
You do not like the idea, perhaps, but how will you know unless you try it? It will be no good you changing your mind later on. This is the only chance you will ever have to live the life of a royal. Assent, and I will abdicate.
So I'm being made to
You
rule
will
this
do it?
country.
You will become king
Okay.
in my place. Very well. All hail the new king of. But what am I saying? You are a lady.
Oh
A
no,
lady cannot
sexism.
become king. But queen, on the other hand, you would be the first in Romarian history, and there must always be a first, no? Woman or not, it was you who defeated Robin Hood, a victory worthy of a mighty monarch. Very well.
Okay,
it shall
sure.
be so. A queen is born.
What?
Long live the queen! Viva la regina!
I should probably go tell my mum about this. What? Well, thank you for acquiescing to the king's eccentric demands. However, I'm well aware you are on an important mission of your own. To find yourself needing to return to your travels, visit Monster Arena. That is where you'll find the former king. See, King has shirked his duties to go and watch the monsters more times than I can count. I'm certain he is in the arena. Your father, Her Majesty is rather fond of your current attire. I can't... Can I do anything? This is great. Majesty reads all about how strong and heroic she was back in her adventuring days. Majesty attempts to change the party's lineup before realizing she's all alone. Majesty begins making a battle plan, but she has no one to share it with. Like, I can't go into the tips. I can go to the rest of that. I'm going to stop poking around there. How presumptuous of you. The Queen would never squander her time reminiscing. Guess not, no. Can I go outside of the town? Am I allowed to? I don't know if I am. I didn't expect this. Why am I the queen all of a sudden? I don't want to be the queen. Do I? Does anyone speak differently? I mean, yeah, they're calling me Majesty. Okay. Yeah, I hadn't expected this. Hello. Do you want a crown? Can yourselves come to visit an old nona such as me? Grazie, Majesty. Grazie mille. Majesty, I wonder if you might, for an old woman nearing the end of her days, perform a small favour? Of course. You see, it is a seigneur whom is charged with the care of castle flower beds. He shirks his duty. Gardeners, bear a remembrance of our former queen, of gardens, a remembrance to former queen consort, rest her soul. Let them go to Seedwood and be an insult to her memory gravely. Por favore, you must tell him, no, order him, the flower beds, they must be weeded. Okay, sure. I can do that while I'm the queen. I don't know who the gardener is, but I'll try and find someone. You the gardener? Don't think so. Who's the gardener? how do I track down the gardener? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I could just find someone and say, oh yeah, cool, have the crown. Because I can just go get the king, right? Okay, you're in the gardener. You have a gardener? Wizard staff, yeah, it's an item you can use in battle. Ah, but you are the gardener. Shay? The weeding of the flower beds. Forgive me, Majesty. I've indeed been lax in this respect. Let you speak to me of this in person. I see it's a matter of great importance. To tell the truth, I thought no one cared for my work, or begun to dream of becoming a major soldier. Ah, poor guy's been dreaming. He's not allowed to do that. But now I see that is not so. Grazie, Majesty. I shall weed the flower beds until not a stray blade of grass remains. Hooray! So as Her Majesty, any chance I can get into here? No. No, I can't. No one's willing to just open it for me. Although I have spotted there's another pot in the garden. There we go. Gets me 26 gold coins. Not in any real amount worth it. Yeah, I spoke to the gardener. That's fine. Time to go chat to old woman again, I guess. Tell her that her favour has been done. I'm enjoying being the queen, actually. This might just be where we end things. Oh, I mean, Queen herself's come. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. I guess there's no more dialogue to that. Anyone else wanting a favour while I'm out and about? I'm doubtful, but we can stop by in church. Maybe someone in here has something to say. How about you? Majesty, Kind Majesty, I beg of you to be saving the village of Novrik from its terrible fate. Hmm? Say the curse has already been lifted? Goodness, you're a great monarch indeed. Yes, I've done that. Don't you worry. We've all already looted this place. Have you got anything to say? Oh, it's not the new monarch of our fair land. I mean... Wait, I can't save? Almighty Goddess, we pray that you give this humble servant of yours the strength and wisdom to be fair and just queen. You know what? That's fine. I'm doing good for my subjects. I'm doing great so far. I've solved 2 problems. What about you? Majesty, she's Yavil of Fae. What are you doing speaking with the likes of my humble self? Ah, but since you're here, let me tell you something that may be of use. Should I ever wish for a cloak of evasion, look no further than the vigilance of Norvik. Though I would not wish you to consider reform so easy upon the eye as it is. Okay, my guy. Okay, I'll leave you be. I get what's going on here. Can I speak to anyone? For a stroll for royal health. See, Majesty? Yes, very wise, Majesty, very wise. However, it is fine to stay cooped up inside a castle also do no good to anyone. What if I say no? Yeah, time to stay in my humble inn. Majesty, surely a joke. No, I'm not joking. You truly wish to stay? Santo Cielo, very well. Per favor, you must wait here. I require a memento to prepare a suite upstairs for the royal visitation. We're just doing meditations. That's brilliant. Ha, the sweet Majesty. Ha, wait, please follow me. That's brilliant. This way, Majesty, this way. Please stay as long as you wish. It is a great honor to have you with us. I'm sorry? I don't know entirely what that means. That's nice. I get to just stay up here for a bit. Thick, soft, brand new looking eiderdown has been draped luxuriously across the bed. Take a nap? You're not sure. Be a shame not to after you went through the effort of preparing it. Buongiorno, Majesty. Good morning. It is 20 years now since I first opened my humble inn. I've never felt so happy. We are honoured. Honoured indeed. Grazie, Majesty. Grazie mille. I'm enjoying this. Oh, Your Majesty. You speak to humble travellers such as myself? Incredible. You're such an inspiration to us all. Indeed I am. I'm liking this. I wasn't sold at first, but I'm liking it. And from a merchant pals, monsters have been popping up inside towns lately. Scary stuff. Honestly, all I want is, when I get into town, is to relax and rid myself of my aches and pains from the road. Can't do that if I'm sharing my bed with a Boonicorn, can I? Take care, Your Majesty. Yeah, I don't know what to say to me, that's fine. Ah, by the way, Majesty, is Hero still not come from Alihan to save us? This is strange, no? But that's also me, I am the hero. I'm just taking a break. I'm taking a break. There's not anyone down this side of the building, is there? No. And there's possibly more people in the castle, so I'm gonna go back in and see what entirely people are talking about. Because this is like the one opportunity I have to do this. We're never gonna get another chance, right? Can I give, like, the royal pardon to someone down in the dungeon? This isn't the dungeon, though. This is the treasury. I'm not allowed inside. Damn it. Just because I'm the queen doesn't mean I can access my own treasury. How tragic. Scar have anything? Yeah, no, nothing interesting. That's fine. I'm enjoying just wandering around talking to people as the queen. Like, this is kind of just a throwaway joke segment, but I'm having a brilliant time with this. Hello, prisoner. What's that? That made you Queen of Romaria, have they? A girl? Running a country? Cor blimey. They're living in the future now. Hang on, though. Did you let Robin Hood escape? What kind of loonies are they? Handing a soft touch like uterines. You know what? He's got a fair point. He's got a fair point. I let the guy who did it go. So I don't feel I should be made queen, should I? If I murdered him, on the other hand, possibly. Ah, it's a shame I can't go in there and talk to him. I should have come back later. Because I don't know what talking to him as queen would do now. Can it indeed be you? You become eminent? Don't know what that means. So you seem almost as if the queen of this country. Assuming it just means I've become very fancy looking or something. Maybe my guess. Who's up here? Can't remember. Ah, it was the grandfather. Hello. Ah, he made you queen in his place. You cannot mend his foolish ways, huh? Forza miserere. Miseria? Ah, that was close enough. It's fine. He's just sad that his son's kind of abdicated the throne. Because if he's abdicated the throne to just some random traveller, like, sure, I may be a hero and I may have helped out, but he just wants to shirk his duties. It's not ideal for anyone, I don't think. Hello, guard. Not only am I honoured by a wife in my home, now I am to be ruled by women in my place of work. If I may actually have to do my job. Okay, cool. Just sexism in the palace, right in front of the queen. I can't believe it. What if I talk to the queen consort? What does she think about this? Well, this stream wasn't loading for a while in the dark room when I did load my lag. Yes, right. That's good. My husband, the previous king, he was a good leader. Why he does not notice small things, details, see? I look forward to a truly enlightened reign. I mean, I've gotten, like, looked after the garden and such, right? Like, I talked to the gardener, he appreciated me noticing his hard work. I'm glad I gave you a frightful tuna. The me laughing is because I get to go around as the queen for a while. Might be karma for metal pipes. Could be. You're not wrong. I hadn't intended for it to be, but the universe has its ways, doesn't it? Hooray, hooray. Long live the new queen. Alright, let's go to the monster arena. I don't know if there's anyone in particular that I need to talk to. Like, former king, went in the rush downstairs. Yeah, thought so. Anyone here to talk to me? We've got a bank. Also got you. What are you about? Majesty, what honour, what privilege that you would spectate today. Please, this way. Best seat in the house awaits. Oh, you're not guiding me, though. Oh my, your majesty, you honour us with your presence. I should pray to Goddess to bless your reign, that it may be long and bestow great bounties upon your loyal subjects. What do you have to say about this? Ah, good to see you. What on Goddess's name are you wearing? Hey, you're queen here now. Well, that's the case. I imagine you got all sorts of royal duties to be attending to. You mustn't be seen mucking about in the monster arena. Ah. It's a bat spy the king was so quick to abdicate. Now, we've got various people. And hello. Who are you? Oh, you are the former king. It's not in your formal attire. Well met, friend. 'Tis I, the former king. Let me say that being a commoner is more fun than I'd ever imagined. You tried your hand at this monster fight? It is most amusing. Ah, didn't let our kingdom fall into ruins. So how was governing? Is the throne to your liking? I mean, yeah. Honestly, it is. I'll need to tell him no if I want to, like, stop ruling this place. And honestly, I think now's probably a time for it. I've done everything else. Okay, as fun as it was. Yeah, I'm gonna hand you back the crown. Shay, no longer wish to be the queen of this fair land? Truly? You truly mean it, huh? Well, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue if it does not make you happy. It was brief, but a small break from kingship was just what the doctor ordered. Very well, Poison. It's time for you to return to your quest. That was a fun, like, silly break from things. But yeah, that wasn't in any way expected. I had a lovely time. I'm happy it happened. I still don't know where that monster is in Norvit. How many Chimera wings do I have? I've got plenty. I'm gonna go visit again. It's now daytime. If I visit during the day, maybe something changes? Abilities to the... There is a monster ready to be wrangled nearby. I can now see slightly better because it's daytime, so maybe that'll help. I'm gonna go around somewhat slowly. Just actually observing everywhere. Because there's supposedly a monster here. Supposedly there is one somewhere. I want to find it. I don't know where. I don't know who. It's not him. I've talked to everyone, have I not? Child, are you a monster? I don't think he is, sadly. I can't send him into the arenas. It's a bit of a shame. I feel it ought to be something to do with this poisonous thing. Like poisony pool, or maybe like the fire in the middle. Would have been my guess. Unless it's like around this fence. I can't get into that area though. Can I? But it's definitely nothing to do with him. He's still just sleeping. Honestly, not convinced he's not comatose. Like, he easily could be at this point. Like, he's been asleep for however many years, and then there was also the, like, fact that it's been several days now. Why is he still asleep? Yeah, despite it saying there's a monster, I'm almost certain there's not one here. Like, I've talked to everyone, haven't I? There's been no sign of a monster. This is gonna drive me mad. I'm gonna have one very last quick loop around the village. I mean, I've not been to the very outskirts over here yet. Not like up there, no. Old man didn't have anything useful. Child down here didn't have anything useful. You? Now you can just hear people in the village. Okay. That's just the normal then. Trying to think. There's not anyone I've not talked to. There might be something I need to interact with. It's not time specific. It should just be out if there's a monster. It tells me there is. Maybe it was only here while the people were asleep. Possibly, and maybe that's now bugged it. That's my assumption. I'm not gonna look anymore because it's silly. There's possibly something. There might not be. I don't care at this point. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Okay. Up north from here, we go into the desert. Who the hell decided there's a monster in Nobrick? I blame you two though. You're the one telling me there's something. And there's quite clearly not. Like, it's entirely on you. I don't know who else to blame. Like, it's just that simple. You did, however, level up. Extra 7 HP, pretty good. No more MP, but don't particularly need it. It's at 69. That's fine. That's fine. More HP though. More HP is nice. Track you. 2 copper swords. I also got a scale shield. That's actually something good. Equip you. There we go. Do I have any more seeds actually? Seeds of defense and wisdom. For now, defense, I'm gonna say give it to myself. Ah, hello Sky. Good to see a new person. Game's going well. I've spent like half an hour, probably not that much, that's an exaggeration. I spent quite a while because there's apparently a monster in, is it Norvik? Let me quickly go to fast travel so I can see the name. Up here. I use the ability for Monster Wrangler and it tells me there's a monster nearby ready to be wrangled. I can't spot him. I'm giving up. I can't be bothered. But yeah, game's going well. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. But then again, I am kind of a fanboy for Dragon Quest games. Like, the Dragon Quest games are just, they're fun. They've got so much personality to them.
Brace yourself.
Open my map. Can do in a second. Well, after the fight. I don't think I can right now. Might be able to help. Sure. Sure, if you have an idea, that'd very much be appreciated. I'm fairly sure it should be in Norvik. Because the ability says it is there and ready to be wrangled. But I'll go open the map. Because I think... Are you thinking of the one by the rock to the kind of west of Norvik? Is that one you're thinking of, maybe? Because I know that one. We managed to get that. The map. Wait, in Nordic, yeah. Actually, inside. Like, if I fast travel again. It's been really confusing me. My best guess is maybe it was there before I woke all the people up. I missed it. And now that people are back, it's no longer there because it's technically a different instance of the map or something. But yeah, if I use the ability here, he realizes there's a monster ready to be wrangled nearby. Which is what it says if there's a monster in that area, right? Like if I go inside a building, and then I use the ability, there's a monster not too far away. That's your kind of thing saying, oh yeah, there's one somewhere near you, but not in this immediate area. There's apparently one in this area. I've looked at guides. Oh, I say guides. I've looked at guide, singular, just briefly, to see if I was going mad. So, go north of the map, top left, maybe? Hey, Shy, good to see you. Oh, you mean up here? It's about as north left as I can go. Unless you mean outside of the village. And there's not a monster. I've been around here, like, multiple times in loops, and I have got no idea. It's driving me mad. I think I might have a look after a stream, but honestly, at this point... Okay, go down a bit, so... I'm assuming there's a delay. I'll stop here, on the road. Do you want me to go further down? Can go further down. While I wait, I can just do some digging as well. Didn't find anything, that's a shame. Never expect to have that ability. I don't know what dig's entirely used for. I found like 3 gold coins. Yeah, no worries. If you want to double check your stuff, that's all fine. Like, I'm not in any rush. I'm just having a chill time. Like, I'm more than happy to just vibe to the music for a while. Like, I love the Dragon Quest games. They're brilliant. But I think this might actually be a bug of some kind. Because I swear there isn't a monster here. Unless it's got some weird prerequisite condition. Which none of the other ones have. Like, other ones have said there's a monster nearby, but it's not around at the moment. If it's, say, there was one in the fairy village, came out only at night. Like, yeah, if you went in the day, said it doesn't come out at the moment, that's fine. I've checked here during the day and at night, and it said the same thing both times, so there ought to be something. I swear I've walked over everything I can walk over, however. And the guide I checked didn't actually say there was a monster here. So, potentially that guide missed it. And I've also missed it. You double checked. What did you find? Anything? Because I'm going mad trying to find this. It's not in any way important, but I've tried. I've tried, alright. Find an NPC standing by a fence. I thought I'd talked to all of the NPCs. But if it's an NPC standing by a fence, I'm assuming you mean the fence around the inn, right? Otherwise, there's this guy at the entrance. He doesn't help, so it's not him. Guy lying down. Did I just, like, wait here for a bit? Because I've spoken to him before. He just goes grumble, grumble. There's a monster, but he's disguised. Can't get him until later. Okay. Okay, that's fine then. That's fine. Thank God. I was going mad trying to find it. That's the guy. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. If I need to come back later, that's all good. So I'm happy to come back later, but it's nice to have an explanation. Oh, it's the Rock Bomb guy. One of the... I mean, there's a few names they go by. I've seen a few. Like Rock Bomb, I think, is a typical just name they often get. I think there's also Grimace was one of the ones I saw as a name. I'm thinking of like back from playing the Dragon Quest Monster games. There's a few you get. There's a few. Yeah, if that's the case, thank you for telling me. Because I now know to go back later. I very much appreciate you not making me search anymore. Do I have a priest? I do. I have Jack on the team as a priest. We're not too high level just yet. We are about to go get Magic Key. I believe we've done everything else we can do just for the moment. They are level 14. I'd imagine if they get a new ability to remove disguises. Is that like a curse removal thing they get? They've got a Tingle. Like, that's probably not going to be it. Like, I think we do get something later. Potentially we get Cock-a-doodle-doo, I think's what it is. It's a spell to wake someone up. That could work, potentially. If the guy's just sleeping. It's debating putting 20 levels of a priest. I mean, yeah. One thing you could do, which would be kind of weird, but would arguably work, is the Monster Wrangler does get surprisingly good heals. Like if I go to abilities, we have Soothing Song and also this one. There's an item I get later. I need to collect over 40 monsters. Got it. Got it. Yeah, Emergency Groom heals 50, whereas currently mid-heal heals 75. Like, yes, they are better, but a Monster Wrangler's got more offensive power. If you're actually giving your guys commands, then a Monster Wrangler could be pretty good. Apart from that, I mean, I don't actually know what other classes have for healing. Like, I'd imagine the, like, Jester one doesn't. Oh, you're almost at 60? Hell yeah. I think I'm at 10 exactly right now. I know the last milestone I got was for 10, and I don't think I got one since. Trying to unlock abilities to get to 90. Ooh, good luck. Good luck. I mean, hopefully you find them all. I don't mind backseating. You're welcome to spoil things if you want. Like, I'm just happy to chat about games with people who care about them. Because, I mean, there's not many other games where I can talk to people about Dragon Quest. Like, I love Dragon Quest as a franchise, I do. So I'm glad I've got this game to play now. Because I'm hoping I get more people like you who, again, like the game. Right here, trying to get this one last level to max. Mage. Okay. So there's presumably then a benefit to maxing out levels. I mean, I did notice from the Steam trading cards, possibly a slight spoiler, there is a Sage class, I believe, which I would imagine, if it's like... I mean, I've seen Sage before as a class in Dragon Quest IX. In that one, it was essentially a improved version of the Mage. So I'd imagine it might be from that. Could be from Priest. When you change classes, you keep all abilities? Oh. Oh, that is nice. So basically all of these party members will always be this kind of person, but they'll change class. That's good. That is good. Because I know in Dragon Quest IX, you can change classes and you could unlock classes further through the game. So that was really nice. I'm assuming though, rather than just unlocking classes by like doing quests, there's not been many quests. It's going to be a case of it's tied to levels, which would be why you're trying to get to max level, right? Because if so, that gives me some fun ideas for later. Because if you level back up from 1, you can essentially just give your guys whatever you want, and that'll be good. Because if you give your guys extra seeds, that's going to be really nice. Because leveling up with extra seeds means that's going to carry between classes, right? Then you've also got, if I have a look at this, personalities, yeah. I had a brief look at what personalities are. Some would be really nice to have from just level 1. Never run out of question marks. Okay. So I can kind of get an idea ahead of time that Jack here has quite a few spells still to get. But they're about halfway there. They're about halfway there. That's nice to know. That is actually really nice to know. I don't entirely know how much of this I'm going to be able to do on stream, because with games like this, I tend to grind a little with things. I don't want to grind too much off stream if I ever change classes. Just because I don't like doing stuff off stream if it's stuff which, I mean, people could watch and possibly enjoy. Also, chainmail is just worse, right? Yeah, it is. Cool. Worth checking. Yeah, I know that. That's interesting. Because if you're able to change classes, and they get to keep all of their abilities... Oh yeah, I mean, Dragon Quest games, from my experience, the ones where you hire party members is definitely a case of, like, you want to grind. Like, I don't know if you've played any other Dragon Quest games. I'm assuming you have. Dragon Quest IX, game I've played a bunch of on the DS as a kid. Great game. You hire party members in that one as well. And essentially you get to allocate skill points. As you level up, you get more skill points. You get to keep all of those skill points you've allocated, and it unlocks between classes. However, not all classes can use a sword, for example. So if you put a bunch of points into sword and then go over to being a priest, you can't use a sword. Unless you max out the skill tree for the sword, in which case you can use it in any class. So say you wanted to have a big gladiator guy, had a big two-handed hammer, loads of damage, he gets lots of strength and he levels up, so he does big hits, but he can't use a shield. If you put all your points while leveling with other classes into shields, you can now use a shield on it. Like, it makes shields usable by any class. And then there's also, like, specific skill trees for each class. They give you, like, bonus stats and abilities. The stats, I believe, do carry between classes in that one, but not the abilities. I'm sorry, I'm ranting about it. I like Dragon Quest, I don't know if you've noticed. It's a great franchise. It's brilliant. You know, I'm hoping it's not quite that grindy. Yes, it's IX, Sentinel of the Starry Skies. It's good fun, good fun. Very grindy if you want it to be. Very, very grindy. I think they kind of expect you to some extent. A game I would recommend if you're fond of Dragon Quest is... I don't know if you've looked at any of the Dragon Quest Monster games. I think the latest one's fine. Kinda not the best in my opinion, but it's fine. I'd very much recommend Dragon Quest Monsters, like Joker 2 is one I've played most of. Brilliant game. Like, if you like Pokemon at all, I think you'd enjoy it. Of pulling out your emulator after this. I mean, you could. I mean, I don't think I've seen much on Kobe's Adventure. Is that another one of the Dragon Quest games, I'd imagine? Like, I'm a fan of the franchise. I'm not, like, some kind of fanatic for it. Like, I've not played everything. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of fun to be had in the Dragon Quest Monsters games. Especially if you quite like the strategy and the grinding. It's Dragon Quest Warrior Monster 2. Okay. I mean, I like Dragon Quest. I recently found that when because I mean, the Nintendo 3DS has... Can I not go through that door? That was open. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I was modding... Or not modding, hacking, I guess. Emulating, whatever you'd call it. I was modifying my 3DS so that, I mean, after the official eShop closed, I could just get any 3DS game. I found there was Dragon Quest Monster games I didn't know existed. Like, people have emulated them, and the Japanese-only releases are now in English. And I very much want to play them. But I know if I do, I'm not doing anything else. Oh, it's going to be fun. But this only emulator you don't have? Damn, that's a shame. I mean, Dragon Quest Monster 2. That is a standard DS game. That's not 3DS. But give me a second. I'll find you what games I found from the normal DS. Not DS. 3DS. Let me load this up. It's not often I get to have talk with someone else that actually cares about Dragon Quest monsters. Like, you're the first person I know who has actually had an interest in it, outside of me just talking about how they're fun. Give me a moment, it's just loading up. This has kind of derailed things and I'm completely happy with it. Played over 25 years. Ah, fair. I mean, it's a damn good franchise. I don't think there's been many games that I've not enjoyed from it. That being said, there are some which are kinda mid at best. Namely, there was the phone game released, I think, like 3-4 years back. Like some kind of, not really Dragon Quest Monsters game, but similar. But it was also a gacha game, and I didn't like it. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I was really looking forward to it when it was first announced, but no, I didn't have fun. I don't know what it was. There's also, I think, Dragon Quest Wars I've got here. I would show you, but you're not going to see. Dragon Quest Wars, kind of an actual tactic turn-based game. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's amazing. Like, it's kind of like a tech demo, is how I'd explain it. Yeah, more importantly, there is Terry's Wonderland 3D, didn't know existed. That is a Dragon Quest Monsters game. There's also Dragon Quest Monsters 2, Kobe and Tara's Marvelous Mystery Key. Again, didn't know that one existed. I think both of those were Japanese releases, which emulated I now have in English. There's also Dragon Quest Monsters 3, I believe is a 3DS one, which I have actually played. That one's good fun. It's not quite as, like, cohesive as other ones, I think is a good way to put it. Because you're able to ride your monsters. Like, you can use them as mounts. Which, yeah, sure, that's pretty cool. You like emulators not smart enough to mod a 3DS? I'll be honest, it's not that hard. You just need to get an SD card. That's literally all there is to it. Like, I can get you a link if you want. Do you want a link to the guide for it? Give me a second. It's up to you whoever use this. Like, I am just some random guy online. Don't trust links for most random guys online, but if you want, like, have a look into it. It's not too tricky. Yeah, that aside, do what you want. It's fine. As long as you're enjoying your games, you're doing it right. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you should be modding it so you can play it on the original hardware. No, do what you fancy. Emulated is perfectly fine. You can emulate it, maybe run it on your phone if you really want. Like, do whatever. As long as you're having fun. Like, that's all that matters. I will be resting, because I'd rather it was daytime, I believe. You know, Dragon Quest Monsters games, definitely, I've got a big soft spot for them. Dragon Quest 9, I've played a bunch of, but that's, I think, largely nostalgia speaking for it. Like, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to claim it's not going to be down to some nostalgia. I mean, I think that was not the game that got me into it. That was one of the games that I've played most of it for. I think the one I've played most is the Dragon Quest Monsters Joker 2 one. That one I've played through, I think, 3 times. Once as a kid, Second time as a somewhat older kid, and then another time like a couple of years ago actually. Great fun, great fun. I very much recommend that if you haven't played it, but by sounds of it, I think you have. And is he just asleep? Okay. We'll come by the weapon shop another time. Maybe he's only open at night. What do you have to sell? Oh, that's all pretty awful. Like, bronze shield is alright. The rest of that's pretty awful. Bronze shield, sure. Who's going to carry it? David. There we go. What was I saying? Sorry, I got distracted by talking about things I like. I'm sorry if I went on a rant for anyone who's not interested. I don't think there's any people sitting around in the chat, though, to be fair. You know, brilliant franchise. I love it. It's got a lot of charm to it. I think Dragon Quest XI, definitely of my recent games I've played, one of my favourites. I'll leave with an Automod message. I didn't even get a pop-up for the Automod. Normally I do. But alright. I need to keep mod screen open. You don't need to mod. Like don't worry. Like, I'm not too strict. I don't think people would kind of, like, fall for bots. Like, it's just a case of I don't want to have the links in my chat. Like, I can just get rid of them. It's fine. Don't pressure yourself, Shy. It's all fine. Also, there's a lot of weapon shops here. That's like 3 different weapon shops I've come across. Been waiting for customers such as me. Why do none of these have prices? I don't know how I feel about this. Why do none of these have prices attached? That worries me. I will buy the whip, because I think Tuna does need an upgrade. An eye for a bargain? So we're shaking the paltry sum of 27,000. Nah, I'm good, my guy. I'm good. 13 grand? I mean, still too pricey for me. I'm expecting like 1,200. If that. 6,000? No. Far too much. Far too much. Any lower and you place your livelihood in jeopardy? 3,000? Nah, that's still too much, my guy. Perhaps next time. So I need to buy it for 3,000 then, okay. SD card on my 3DS, how large is it? I think it's just a standard one. Let me pull it out for a second. Like, I think it's just standard size. Like, yeah, it's not massive. It's, I think, just standard SD. It's not micro SD or anything. So if you have an SD card reader of any kind, you can just get it sorted. I know my laptop has one built in, which is why I kind of opted for doing that, because it was easy enough to do. Well, I just spent an hour and a half one day going through it. That included like installing of games as well, or finding of games to install. They take a while to install because the Wi-Fi on the 3DS is pretty damn awful. Okay, so he goes down to 3,000 is what he does. Found a vendor net save over 700 sold. Hell yeah, my guy. That's good. That's good. Like I'd say how many 3DS games are on? 128. Do you want me to give me a game you'd be interested in? I'll see how big the file sizes are. I'll go into the kind of shop for it. Apparently I've been ripped off. I got an achievement for it. I have a feeling that is more pricey than I'd like regardless, but I do need a better weapon. Digimon Dawn. Let's see. Give me a moment. It takes a while to load things. We are looking for a game. Search by text. Digimon Dawn. Apparently no results. That doesn't sound right. Maybe I made a typo. I'll just search for all Digimon games. Only one's appearing here. Digimon World redigitized the code, apparently. Surely there's more than one. Right? That doesn't sound correct. Give me a moment. No, it's only Digimon World redigitized the code. That's only what I'm finding on the H-Shot. There are other ones you can do, but I'm not finding it on my DS. I do have an old one. Might be worth noting. I don't know if, yeah, like you say, 2DS might have different software. I wouldn't be entirely certain. I mean, I think 2DS, it did come out later, so it's likely a bit more powerful. But I couldn't say for certain. But I'm not finding it on the H-Shot, so if that is the only thing you're interested in, maybe hold off a little. Maybe hold off just a little. Yeah, no, it's definitely fun. It's definitely fun. Like, it's worth hacking, because you can literally get any game you like. I'm not entirely reading this, I'll not lie. The Kingdom of Ibis lies in the desert to the southwest. Good to know, my guy. Good to know. Any more monsters around? Don't seem to be any more monsters. Cool. So we found the goodie bag. I was assuming that was it. From out here, we sense any monsters? No, none nearby. Do grab this, however. There looks to be a cave mouth up here. You know, I'm glad I've got someone I can chat to Dragon Quest about. Like, pretty much everyone I know, like, they don't care for the franchise. Like, some of the games are really good, and they care for the games, but they don't care for the franchise so much. Like, I love the Dragon Quest series. That's great. Like, I love me a good JRPG. Also, what kind of lock have you got on the door down here? A red one, so I can go through. Why am I going in here? I don't know, there's a well. That's interesting. Is this like collapsed at some point? It looks like there's a way through, but I can't go through. Hello? Is that a dwarf? I'm not even a dwarf. What do you want with me, girl? You have no business here, then clear off. You know what? There. I'm just gonna rob you blind then. That's fine. I feel a bit bad. I don't have any use for either of those things. I've just robbed this guy. It's fine. He had a mini medal. Which, does that put me at... It does put me above 12, actually. It puts me at 13, so I can get an extra reward, which I believe was a silver platter. So, new shield, should I want it. Also got a well, which I can be down the well. I can examine the ground. Wait, you examine the ground in this place? I didn't know there was an item there, but now you're going to go around examining everything. A seed of life? Oh. Does this just have stuff in this cave that's kind of hidden? That has me worried there's more to other areas I've been in, but it's just been kind of hidden. That's slightly concerning. It's probably fine. If I dig, I don't find anything. Cool. You know, Seed of Life, I'm happy with. That alone is good. That's good. For now, head on out of the mine. I don't think we've got anything left to really do in here. Next, we've got a little bit of land there. I'm assuming we get a boat later, and that's going to be how we get to it. So of all the Dragon Quest games I've played, I do believe you get a boat. I think a couple you're able to fly as well. I don't think all of them you get the ability to fly, but most of them you get a boat. We're also getting over 100 XP from these enemies, so that is nice. That is very nice. Yeah, we've got maybe some stuff if we head down south, so I'm going to head south first. Because we are still on the lookout for monsters. There could be monsters anywhere that we can replace. And I won't lie, I don't entirely know how they work. Like, is there more monster arenas further on in the game, and is that how I get to rank 3, or does that one arena get more ranks as I progress? There's one of those, I'd imagine. But I want to find them regardless, because I mean, it's additional stuff to find, you've got to, it's a JRPG. You can't not find the extra stuff. Silver Rosaries, alright. I'm happy with that. Is it something I want to equip? I keep pressing start accidentally every now and then. I just want to go into menu. Equipment, Silver Rosary is... Defense. Also could make you Daydreamer. Apparently I didn't want it before, so I'm going to trust that I don't want it now. Tough Guy Tattoo. It's not a cursed one. An argument could be made that 11 attack is better than the agility. As I'm always acting first with this high agility. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I might go back to Skull Ring. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, these cats do a bit more damage. Thankfully, Tuna seems to do a lot of damage to them. And so do I, with my boomerang. I don't actually know the specifics of, like, different damage for boomerang and whip. I know both do attack groups of enemies. It's not out and about at the moment, so it comes out at night. Is there anything else here to do? You know, back to the whip and boomerang thing. I know there's a difference of attacking all enemies in groups. I don't know if... I mean, the boomerang falls off as it moves to the right. I don't know if the same is to be said about the... what you call it? The whip. Because that attacks a group of enemies. Maybe it attacks them all equally. Like, there's a possibility that, like, peak damage is lower, but minimum damage is higher. That would make sense. That would make sense. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to become nighttime so we can get this secret spot. Should be soon. Should be soon. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage. Like, I'm happy with where I am in this game currently. I'm slightly tempted to change the difficulty, but now that I know I want to be getting multiple classes leveled up, you're still trying to get the last level. Damn, that's taking a while. One level takes 60k XP. I mean, is Liquid Slime the best you can get? Like, are you not able to find, like, metal slime stacks or anything? Or king metal slimes anywhere? Like, I don't know entirely what appears in this game. But I know there are different versions of metal slimes. Like, especially in think it was Dragon Quest Monsters 3. There's a lot of metal slimes. But not all are technically metal slimes. Look what else slimes appear on their map. Haven't seen a king slime yet. Okay. So, there's still a possibility king slimes exist. Ah, there's nothing there. I found 3 gold coins as the most I found out of Dig. I don't think it's worth it. But yeah, I know from Dragon Quest Monsters 3 there's Metal Pearl slimes, there's Metal Angel slimes I've come across in that. There's also... I mean, Metal Kaiser slimes, that's kind of unique to, I think, the Monster Way games. Because they're larger creatures, but... I mean, do you get Liquid Metal King slimes? I've seen those in Dragon Quest 11. Haven't seen any of the other fancy ones in any of the mainline games. I mean, there is such a thing as gem slimes. They don't appear as an enemy, but they do appear in the slot machines in Dragon Quest 11, don't they? Like, namely, Guliss's Adventure 1. You didn't like Dark Prince? Dark Prince was good. It wasn't what I was expecting. The main thing that irked me over it was the fact all monsters are size 1, unless you grind to get them to size 2. It's fine. I preferred the whole, oh, I want to have this monster, but I need to strategize around it, because if I want this one with its abilities and whatnot, I need to have it take up 2 slots, and then I've only got 1 extra slot for something. Like, that might just be me, who isn't fond of that. I quite liked the entirety of the boss monsters in it, did you? I mean, yeah, you can. You can. I think I had quite a decent team. Can't quite remember. But, like, I might have just hyped myself up for the wrong things. I like to go into these games blind. Or as blind as possible, anyway. So I was like, oh, it's got a party size of 4. Are we going to have a size 4 monster? Because you had size 3s before, which were bloody massive. But, no, you can only get size 2 in the Dark Prince one. Just, it's fine. It's not great. You have Jasper Unbound, Nocturnus, Allfather, and Crystallinda. Damn, that would have been a lot of grinding to get all of them. I can't remember what my team was. I remember having some kind of dragon, dude. A bunch of grinding for Uber skills. Yeah, those Uber ones take a long while to get, but they are worth it. They are worth it. I think I got a handful of those. Like, actually, one system I really did like in the Dark Prince one was you had the ability to max out a skill tree, and then when you synthesize, you got a new skill tree. Like, that was nice. That was nice. Yeah, Uber skills you can get if you beeline them. Like, it's fine. But if you want to actually get them with other stuff, it's tricky. As boss monster grinding, it took a bit. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Grinding for any one monster takes a long while. But I should start with the Mud Mannequin for faster grinding. I'll be honest, I didn't know much about the game going in. Like, I looked up a synthesis guide after I did the main story, so I didn't get all that powerful a team early on. That I discovered the Uber kind of thing on my own. That was fun. Nocturnus had the highest attack stat in the game. Hell yeah. That definitely sounds like something worth guessing then. No real need for any scale shields, but it was nice to find them. This is Uber Blaze skill, Uber Breath, and Uber Healing. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. I mean, I liked the game. Like, don't get me wrong. I did enjoy it and I put a lot of time into it. I don't think it had the same, not necessarily same charm, the same grandioseness of the big monsters as some of the other ones. Because like the Monsters Joker 2, when I played the most of, you could go back and you could catch the boss monsters. Like the giant monsters from the regions. And they would actually be massive. Like, they'd be huge. They would essentially, like, you got your small monsters, a slime. That's fine. You then had larger monsters, which were like your medium-sized one, like the green dragon and stuff. And then you had like the size 3, which was huge. Like, let's catch a green dragon, do it for saber cats. Fair enough, yeah. I don't entirely know what that would breed together, but I'll take your word for it. No, and I will do so. Good shit, it's been a while since I drank. But yeah. What was I saying? The kind of massiveness you could get with some of those boss monsters. Like, once you'd beaten the game and you went back and you caught them, you'd think, oh, brilliant, I've caught the boss monsters, that's me done now. You weren't done. You could breed the boss monsters together to get new, massive boss monsters. And that was just brilliant. I loved the game so much. I may have kind of overhyped myself for the Dark Prince one, but I think not having monsters quite that large, like, it's just kind of disappointing, right? Like, because, yeah, sure, you get something big, and it's powerful. It doesn't feel as big in power, you know? And most new boss monsters before you got to upper echelons. That would have been a lot of grinding. Like, how long do you spend on that? Assuming you didn't have upper echelons, you wouldn't have had some of the kind of later monsters you'd need to just catch up there. So you would have had to synthesize them. Got boring because few people stream it. And people talk to when playing the game. Ah, that's fair. That's fair. Serious force prevents me from casting spells. Fair enough, so I can't evac out of here. I mean, I could definitely be convinced to stream it. When I was first playing it, I considered doing it, but equally, I thought, no, if I stream this, I'm not going to get my university deadlines finished. But, I mean, I could stream it now. I could. More DLC plus recruiting. Ah, I didn't have the DLC. That might have been what made it more of a grind for me. Because, yeah, the mole one lets you, like, recruit things which you've already obtained through any method. So, yeah, that would definitely help. Like, generally, I don't like buying DLCs for games. It annoys me when you have to do microtransactions. But yeah, the mole one, I definitely see how you manage to get boss monsters quicker now. Because you can spend so long doing things otherwise. These guys are hitting harder than I'd like. I think we're fine. But this is kind of dangerous down here. How much XP did I get? Only 125. Oof. What was I thinking? I was thinking of something a second ago and I forgot it. You know, honestly, Monsters games, love them. I've got a huge soft spot for them. Like, I understand there's definitely mainline games which they have more story to them. I think the story that you do have in the monster games though is enough. It is enough. I still have a soft spot for Monsters too, but that's still just me, I think. Monsters 3 makes it easier to get size 3 monsters. which I think's fine. I'm happy with that. It's a change which, all in all, I still think having just like especially grand monsters of, well, you've now got this massive thing. It's really nice, but it's a bit of a shame when that grandness is now just given to other creatures as well. Might just be my opinion, and I could quite easily have a different opinion to anyone else. Like, I'm not saying I'm correct for thinking that. Regardless, though, the Monsters games, they're brilliant fun. They're brilliant fun. Like, if you get into Synthesis Guide, and I can kind of go through just doing the synthesis stuff for who knows how long, like that's a sign of a good game. That's a sign of a good game right there. I do think that Mole DLC would have made me a lot happier with the synthesis in Dark Prince. Because being able to catch other things would be nice, you know? So having to synthesize everything from scratch, it takes a long while. It takes a long while. Also, I did figure out how to pretty much get any creature to be large as well. Because you just need to get all the stone golems from, like, was it the Sandy area? Can't remember which one that was. Might have been the fourth area? It was above the lake. First area is... yeah, just kind of basic forested place in the plains. You got second area is Demon Realm. Is third area the lake? And then fourth is the sandy one? Because I think the one with all the sweets, that one's later, right? It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to ramble about stuff. Chest is empty. Oh, that's a shame. Quite a bit of boss monsters memorized. I mean, that's pretty impressive, honestly. Like, the amount of steps you'll need to have memorized for that. Like, that's a good memory you've got. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to memorize that. Well, I guess if you are kind of grinding for them, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, I'm imagining, from what you were saying of your kind of theme of boss monsters, you just had them all kind of the standard size, right? You didn't have any particularly large ones. That's my assumption of it. Because I don't think having them larger generally helps much. Like, it does give them a few more abilities. So it can be worth strategically having some of them be larger. But I don't think it was all that worthwhile. Which way do I want to go? Immediately I want to go to the left. Here we go. Watch out for the floor in case it collapses. But open all the chests. Pile of unsealant. That one's alright. Don't know if I'll use it much, but it's alright. It's actually a cannon box. Oh. Is this following some of the newer rules where cannon boxes tend to drop mini medals? I don't know, it might. I'm a little worried for Jack, the healer. Can I just heal you? No, Jack's dead. Ah well. You've yet to get anything from them. I am going to assume then that no, they don't particularly give you anything good. Likely weak to Sizz, be my assumption. Oh, and there goes Tuna. Damn, these guys are vicious. Like, I know normally they are, but them having two actions in this one is especially so. Also, little detail there I'm just noticing. Based on hair colour, the coffins change. That's nice. That's a nice little detail. Not anyway important, but it's a nice detail. Is this worth fleeing from? I don't know if this is worth fleeing from. Like, healing is not going to do much for me, so I'm just going to attack. It's just David. Okay, come on, chuck some stones at him. You can do it, Mr. Merchant. I think we might be gone. Oh no, we've all been ripped. Oh dear. Continue from the autosave. Thank God we've got autosaves. So I'm only saving at the end of sessions thanks to that. So let's go open that again because we're keeping continuity best that we can. All right. Get items that protects from flax and wax. That's quite nice. To just have that in your inventory. That's good. I wouldn't have helped now because we are just being murdered. Also, slash an enemy with a scorching sword? Ah, the diamonds. I thought they tended to... I thought they tended to be quite rare, but you could get them in other games. Trying to remember. There's a few of them in other games. What do they actually do precisely? I think it just protects you from insta-kills, just as a whole, right? I don't know if that protects against... I believe there's some abilities which can insta-kill. There's one dungeon you went through where you can buy them from a merchant. Good to know, good to know. I'll definitely keep that in mind. And I'll also hopefully keep Jack alive. This is going a lot better this time. Yeah, Flame Slash. Come on, my guy. Okay. You put my healer to sleep's not great. But we're getting them. We're getting the box. I'm worried for Tuna. But it's okay, Tuna. You don't matter. You're allowed to die. Ah, we're about to kill it anyway. Can't believe it. 404 experience. That would have been level up. That would have been nice. Poor Tuna. No, in this game you... Oh, that's a lot I've just got. In this game you don't matter, Tuna. It's okay. Don't worry. In real life you do. In the game we can just resurrect you. It's all good. You not getting the XP is a little bit of a shame. I'll need to manually do this. There we go. We've now unlocked his Zoom. Zoom, as usual, doesn't cost MP, right? It doesn't. Brilliant. You're the same thing from your parents. Oh, your parents also tell you that you don't matter in games? That's a weird thing for them to tell you. Alright. It's I thought it was a weirdly situational thing. And oh, it's another Canabox. Oh, god damn it. Of course it's another one. Of course it's another one. Why would it not be? I'm gonna increase my evasion.
Here I go.
I'm worried for Jack, because you're about to die. Did I just preemptively cast Zin? I will. Okay, never mind. I didn't have to cast it. What a waste. What a waste. Fine. We'll wait until they actually die. Presumably they might be able to heal themselves. Looks like they can actually. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, we got lucky. This is some good XP if we win. Also, my dodginess goes away after I'm attacked. So it dodges one attack. Is that similar to Mist Me then? Possibly. I don't know if that's an ability you can get as a character in this game. I know you get it in the monster games. Yeah, Tuna, you get a level. There you go. You can start going a woo again. Don't worry. Also learned Attack Attacker, which situationally is quite good. I'm a little curious if using that with a whip does it to a whole group of enemies. It's unlikely though. It's unlikely. But that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
That level means you now have a bit more health, a bit more survivability. You can also now use fancy abilities. Again. Or not. Or you can just whip them all. Honestly, you seem to quite like whipping folks. I'm not going to question your tastes, Tuna. As you run around in your, I think, still in a kilt. I'm not going to question it. Honestly, I am kind of tempted to, at some point, try streaming the Dark Prince game. I'd maybe not stream emulated games, but I've got a capture thing for the Switch, so I could actually stream that. The thing is, the amount of grinding I do, would it be a fun game for people to watch if I stream that? Is that a game I just want to play my own because of the grinding? That might have been one of the reasons why I didn't before stream it. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. Because honestly, it's a fun game. It is. I'm willing to give it a second chance as well. Because I mean, I did kind of just lose interest after a bit. I mean, I don't know.
To help.
Why would I shame your lifestyle? Like, no shame in it at all. If you like whipping your mummies, that's fine. I'm not going to question it. Like, that's perfectly acceptable so long as everyone involved is consenting. You know? What's there to shame? Heal all. There we go. That's brilliant. We go up. Either north or south. North feels like it's probably more the one I want. Yeah, south looks to be more of a directly going up. Simply because I know where the below is. Hell yeah, you got your final battle in. I mean, I'm assuming you've unlocked a new class? Or is it just that you want to keep those abilities, but on a new class? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it does sound interesting. Mage to priest? I mean, as an easy class change, all you need to do is, you find some small altar boy, alright? And I'll leave the joke there, you can probably fill in the rest. What have we got in here? Anything? Might be a pot I can't see, or is it not? That's a shame. You're on the mage, priest, gadabout, sage. Okay. I mean, I'm aware of the sage class. I don't know how you get it. But, yeah. I'm aware it's a thing. Also, that was a lot of damage we all just dealt, so I'm a little worried. I'm sure it's fine, right? You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. You'll go for the father himself, but not the boys. That's fine. That's fine. As long as you're not getting the kids involved, I think it's all good. It's kind of weird though, for how much some, like, religious people are against, like, homosexuals and whatnot. That Like, the kind of go-to joke for priests is them touching, like, young boys. Like, I don't know. It's probably based in some amount of truth. Not gonna, like, claim entirely how much truth, but some truth, I would imagine. So I want to go down here is where I'm going next. Oh, we got a goodie bag. This is a rarer thing you come across. Then, yeah, okay. This might get good loot. Also, you're calling for your friends this time. I don't entirely know what that means, Tuna, but it seems powerful. Seems quite powerful. Yeah, fighting class change in this game means I am, at some point, going to be able to do grinding off stream. And I look forward to it. Like, I don't know what it is about grinding in a Dragon Quest game. Just while, like, having a video on in the background or something, but it's just so cathartic, isn't it? It's nice to be able to do it. Yeah, this does go down. I'd hoped it would. Cool, because I did see there were some chests. I did some mining off stream, and they've just got, like, double chest full of diamond blocks. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it goes. That is the rules. All in all, though, like, I wouldn't grind anything excessively. Like, if I felt I was falling behind in level or gear, sure. If I get to a point where I can get other classes, yeah, cool. I'll grind some up to be a usable amount. But I'm never gonna try and, like, over-level myself. Like, I'm not purposefully going to grind to get, like, my immediate party stronger just because of the sake of it. Because I feel there needs to be some amount of risk to things, right? That's where the fun comes from. But everything's safe. Like, where's the fun in running around on stream when all of you know I'm just going to be safe? This is going to be more Kana boxes, isn't it? I'm worried. Item bags. Do we have magic water? If Sage's elixirs, I kind of don't want to use that. That's a bit much. So add your first class changes only 16 levels for next. Wait, really? Do you keep some of your levels? That's nice if so. That's really nice if so. Seed of Life, I'll not lie. We're gonna need to give it to Jack. Seed of Luck, I'll give it to myself. It's never bad to have. Yeah, another stream? Fair enough, Shy. Fair enough. It's been nice having you staying around. Like, there's nothing to apologise for before. It's all good. But yeah, I'll see you about Shy. Hope you having a nice whichever stream you go and watch. Hope you have a good evening. You level faster. Okay. That's nice. The time took your mage to go from 36 to 40. Your Gazbit went from 1 to 30. Jeez, that is a lot of levels. Yeah, that's impressive. Resilience, I'm gonna say give it to Jack. We don't want the priest dying, and wait, no, we do have magic water. Oh, thank God. I was worried I'd have to use the sage elixir, because I don't want to have to use many of those. Like, 2 should be fine until we get a level up. Open the chest. Set of knuckle dusters. Knuckle dusters? Sorry, a weapon. They are not immediately a weapon. Where did I use them? What are they? I doubt Jack's able to use them. The merchants? No. Are those like strictly for like martial artists, maybe? Also, just to ask your opinion, Sky. Like, do you also agree that the martial artist is like the most boring of the classes? I don't know. It might just be me. But I feel of all the classes you can go for, why do you want just some guy who punches things and is like somewhat quick, right? Like, yeah, you get some cool skills, but he's never anything outstanding. I don't know. Might just be me who thinks that. But I don't get on with martial artists. But they don't seem exciting enough.
This ought to help.
Like when your other option is, oh, you could have a Gadabout, a Monster Wrangler, a Merchant. I don't know. Merchants don't seem particularly interesting either. Yeah, your Monster Wrangler is going Warrior, then Martial Artist. You know what? Fair. Fair. Like, all in all, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. I think they'll definitely have some nice abilities. Has an extra built-in crit chance. Okay. That might explain why, yeah. Because definitely, it does mention in the flavor text they're good for crits. So that explains it, yeah. Also, only one canna box this time, so that's fine. I can beat this one up. None of us are asleep, so that's fine. 50 damage to me isn't terrible. Yeah, we get the... I mean, 87 damage from two Ninja Sphere. It's impressive, but you're getting through a lot of your NP. I don't know. Like, it's good. It's good. You casually spend 40k gold. Look, there's no point having the money if you're not gonna spend it, right? Like, it's fine. It's fine. Also, look at David. He's got Service Call. Also, I got Sage Elixir from the Canna box. That's kind of terrible. That's really not great. But Service Call? Summons a wandering merchant, innkeeper, or priest to my side. Of my choice? For 15 MP, I can just summon an innkeeper? Wait a second. I'm gonna use that. A traveling priest? Okay, so it is random. But if I can actually manage to use it to call in an innkeeper, that'd be amazing. And also, what can we buy? Oh, is this just the last merchant I talked to? So this is one who wants to barter. Oh. Okay. That's interesting. So you could tactically use that for certain merchants? I mean, I don't need any of it, but just to check. If I wanted to buy, for example, one of these. Resistance to wind attacks? Sure. And he's trying to bargain. Okay. So it's just like the last merchant I talked to. That's weird. Like, not bad, but weird. Because if I get a merchant, it's not really gonna help much, but it could be useful. Traveling item shop? Nah, I'm good. He forces me to come into the shop even if I say no. If I get an innkeeper though, it's just an item shop again. No, I don't want the item shop. I'm not spending the last of his MP. I'll do it one more time. This item shop again. That's been 5 times in a row. This is one Persistent merchant. Yeah, potentially if I got an innkeeper, then I get the MP I spent back, right? Like, I don't know what the likelihood is, but that just seems like the most powerful ability you could get there, right? Like that's good. I'm trying to think. Would it be worth using a Sage Elixir, potentially? Because I do just kind of want to see if you can get an Innkeeper. It might just be you can't get them while you're in a dungeon. Like, maybe if it was outside, there's a possibility it shows up. I'd imagine there are going to be restrictions, right? You saw it? Fair enough, fair enough. They're there to be used, like, go for it. Nothing to apologise for. It's all good. But I'm glad it's getting use. I will say, however, the quack ones are quite good as well. Like, do you have anyone to play? Because you're new. You don't have any points, or you've got some points, but not many. So if there's any you want me to do, I can. There's also, you may not have noticed it, but there is a Cinderlord extension. If you're on mobile or PC, there should be a little button somewhere you can press for it. And there's more sounds in there if you want. And all of those ones are free. Like, you can use them. They're on a timer, so you can't spam them. But they are usable. Too innocent. I mean, I'm not going to put anything too not innocent on. I don't know what you're expecting. You're expecting, like, full-on audio recording or something. You're aiming for the 10 million. I mean, you can get it, maybe. Maybe one day. Seed of Luck. I'll be honest, that might have been worth it. That might have been worth coming all the way through here. Let's keep boosting my luck up. There we go. And you filmed them. There we go. The fanfare one I quite like. Because you got two fanfares, you know? Yeah, you got the proper jingle, and then you've got that one. Never used it. That's what sound is like. I mean, yeah, that's what the intro sound is like, I believe. I say I believe it is like that. I'm not gonna pretend. So we got a locked door ahead of us, and then other ways to go up. Got it. The extra sounds though, I haven't really messed with them for a while, but if you have any like requests, I guess I could. Right? Oh no. Oh no, that's actually quite bad. Our healer has been, incapacitated, they're asleep. Thankfully, David can still chuck stones at people. We seem to be doing okay. Like, without the healer, we still do have, of course, Tuna to lick our wounds, as he does. These buttons? Round switch? I'm not gonna say no. Maybe I should have said no. Where am I? I'm down here. So can I use that to get into areas which would be otherwise blocked off? No, everything's connected. Did I want to press those buttons? I'm assuming one of them's got to give me treasure, right? Right? Yeah, you've got a very versatile tongue, Tuna. That's all we need to know. It's going to help me to the next floor. Is this one a bit of a pain to figure out otherwise? Is this like a puzzle pyramid? Oh no. Far right, then far left. Touch no others. Okay. I'm assuming the others just dropped me down, right? That's fine. I'm willing to accept that. Magic Barrier is an interesting one to have. Also, it's a full MP restore. So far right. Took you 20 minutes? I was going to push all the buttons anyway, so that's fine. I don't understand entirely why this is a puzzle. It's not particularly mean. It's just kind of odd. Out of turn or the wrong order? Okay, that's mean. I thought if you just pressed the 2 of them, like, it would be fine. But if you have to get them in the right order as well, that's very mean. Like, sure, I can understand, like, you don't want to press the wrong one, but order's cruel. Having to get the right order when you don't know that you need to do the right order sucks. This top left, I can visit them later, actually a monster. Okay, that is good to know. Like if I did this. Yeah, there is a monster. Cool, cool. Then far left. Is this it? Sounds like that's it. Yeah, no, I appreciate you just telling me. That's not like a fun puzzle, that's just a blind random luck. I'm assuming that's just the way into the middle, right? Hello, child. Small round button is the sun. Small button opens the way. Easternmost west, the westernmost east. They just actually tell you the order. Alright, cool. That does help. Still kinda sucks, that's a thing. But it does help. That I'm assuming that... Yeah, she's a monster. Because otherwise you wouldn't be in here as a small child. She's definitely out of place. Like, that makes sense. Is all she gives presses the wrong buttons? I guess it does actually, yeah, doesn't it? Yeah. So you want to press the furthest to the west, furthest to the east. She says westernmost east, easternmost west, right? Yeah, no, she does tell you the wrong ones. But I guess we are both the wrong ones. So, it could be worse. Could be worse. Yeah, there's a magic key in here then, so I need something to get up top. 20 minutes, yeah. I could see why. I could see why. Ooh, I'm taking quite a bit of damage from that preemptive attack. I'm hoping I'll stay alive. I'm gonna leave Jack to heal me. It's a bit mean of them. A bit mean, but... Honestly, old JRPGs are kind of mean. Inherently, right? Ooh, level 15. Hell yeah. Can't believe you've already gotten past me. You're level 18 already. Hello, you. Who's this? Now, have you got a whip and a knife?
How did you find your way here?
Up top, tons of chests. You have to fight for each
Tell
one.
me you're lost.
Okay.
It hardly matters.
I was gonna go up top anyway, but I appreciate a heads up.
I'm feeling kind today, so I won't make you suffer much.
Okay. I've not seen those eyeball snake enemies before, or this guy in the middle. I don't recognize those enemies. Going to assume if I use the flames on this guy, it's probably the right move. Oh, and he does magic, so that magic barrier I only just got is gonna be nice. Ah. So these guys are about debuffs. I'll be honest, I can handle debuff. Like this isn't terrible. Like, I think I just attack normally. Do need Jack to wake up, but until then, I am able to do some healing. A little worried for Tuna, but it should be okay. I think I'm a solid level for this. Wish it shouldn't do too much, because we've got the spell kind of magic guard thing up. Tuna's asleep. A little bit of a shame, but we've gotten one of them. Gotten one of them. I definitely think we need a second priest, potentially. Like, not necessarily a max level one. But potentially we need a priest. Because I think having additional mid-heal, or whatever, would be nice. I think, namely, the Cocked will do. To wake other people up. Because I don't think I get that, do I? No. Lost Spirits fight may take your new priests all the way to level 25. Jeez. That's a lot. That's a lot of XP. Also, very much worried for party. Very, very much worried right now. I think I need to join in with healing. If I heal David for now. Of course, David was the one that was targeted, not Tuna, who was on lower health. Good to know. Good to know I've wasted my attack action, kind of thing. Ah well. That's okay. Was your fighting give over 40k XP? Yeah, I'd probably do it then, actually, yeah. Think Jack's bound to heal Tuna, right? Jack's been taken down. Damn. Damn, I really liked the XP from this. Like, for now, I can possibly get them back. Whether it's the right move, I don't know. It was not the right move. That's the problem with people like this. They're a pain. If I'd known immediately it was going to be a boss fight, I would have probably done one more fight to level Tuna up. He was about to level up. Tuna, have a heal. There we go. I think you're dead anyway. Damn it. We need better heals. Or Tuna to have literally any MP because you're kind of a backup healer. I'm just gonna attack and hope for best. I think we might have lost this. Like, if I axe first, maybe I get lucky? Okay, I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I think we're close. And we're not going to beat the boss. Especially not if we're hallucinating, no. This fight was going well. It was. Oh, and then it didn't. That's fine. That's fine. Second party wipe, it's okay. We just pretend it didn't happen. I don't want to do a rematch. When's the autosave? How long ago? Not that long ago. Maybe we can go back. That is a fitting rip, I believe. I just want one fight, because I want our backup healer to be able to do some healing. So just run around in circles for a bit. Come on, monsters. There we go. Yeah, because this should hopefully get to another level up. Let's see, I'm crossing my fingers. We're hoping. It's against these regular ones, but we still struggle a little, but we're not struggling too much. Like, we can do this. We can do this. Yeah, especially if most of them are already dead. Come on, we just need like a couple more hits in here. Toad defense is honestly alright to have. Enemies are defeated. Come on. Oh, we should get the level. Damn, damn. I want the full MP restore. It's all I'm after right now. Kind of gaming the system when I know there's a boss up ahead. But it's fine. I'm not cheating anything too badly. I don't think David needs his MP too much, but I might give him a couple Mage Waters. Or whatever it was. Was it Magic Water? Something like that. It was made as Sage Elixir Magic Water, wasn't it? But, oh, okay, we put David, sorry, into deeper sleep. We can manage. We can manage.
This ought to help.
Okay, come on. This has to be the level up for Tuna, right? Right? You can't be that far behind me. There we go. There we go. Yeah, a little bit extra health is nice. The stamina up by 5. I'm still not entirely certain what stamina does. I think it's the amount of health you gain in a level up. But I'm not entirely certain. Yeah, use a couple magic waters. Just to make sure David's doing fine. There we go. Went up higher than I thought. Already level 20, you're not the boss yet. You've got to be getting close though, right? I mean, that's a lot.
Did you find your way here?
That's a lot of XP you're getting.
Don't tell me you're lost.
I mean, you've already done this, but I'll let it play. I'll let it play.
I'm feeling kind today, so I won't make you suffer much.
Alright. So, immediately, I'm thinking... Flame Slash probably isn't the way to go. Snooze could be useful. I think we just attack. I think that's just the way to go. Decent damage in all of them. Not if you're on Massive Labyrinth. Oh. I mean, you've got your map at hand, right? Like, you can see the labyrinth, right? I hope you can, because otherwise that's not fun. David hallucinates, that's okay. Tuna is now asleep. You're now no longer asleep. Cool, that was a nice quick nap. You can get a map. Cool, that's good. Otherwise, that sounds kind of difficult to deal with. Tuna and Jack are both not doing great. I think they're alright. Pencil thin walkways in 40 turns? Oh god. That doesn't sound fun. That sounds like the annoying kind of labyrinth in a game. And there you go, Tuna. Giving Jack a lip so they can be healed up. Okay, we've had accelerate added, so we are quicker. I think we should be doing fine. Arguably against one person, I'm better using the ability. Flame Slash, yeah. There we go. Never felt more useful. Ah, you are very much useful. After that level up, so you actually have the MP to use. You're doing great. Don't you worry. You called for some friends and they're just gonna block in a whole bunch. Like 131 damage there. That's good. I'm a bit worried you might die in a second. But hopefully not. Okay, no, you just sang a song. It's okay. You're alive. And you've been healed as well. That's all thing. Dazzle could be a nuisance. Only Jack is affected, so not really. And here comes the merchant, getting the kill. That's a lot of XP. I'm glad no one's missing out on that. So I get level 16. I'm curious if you will as well, Tuna. You might. Yeah, look at that. Nice stats all around. And you do. You only just leveled up, but you get another. Jack also levels up. That is more than nice. And is David getting a level? David's getting one too. Hell yeah. So we're all at, like, pristine condition right now.
Seems I misjudged you. Oh, but I mustn't let down the Archfiend. This key cannot fall into your hands. Listen, don't celebrate just yet. My life may be spent, but the boss troll will make short work of you.
Boss troll, you see? I'll need to see. One is magic key. Is this other one just like a cannon box? I swear if it is. It's not, it's a banishing bell. What's that do? Is it equipment? It is. Less likely to be affected by all manners of ailments. That's quite nice. I think give that to probably you. So yeah, you're half the time asleep. I don't think we want Jack to be asleep. Rain in the countryside, gently rains, this stream, peak experience. Glad to hear it. I mean, I'm like 20 minutes over when I'd normally stop streaming, but I mean, I'll keep going for a bit. I've got a little while still. I can do this. While this battle goes on, let me quickly tab out just to check if anything important's happening. Okay, nothing important is happening. Other than my girlfriend messaging me. Nothing important's going on. And I mean, you could argue that women aren't important, and I mean, you'd be called sexist, but shush. So, lots of chests. Each of these had a fight, you say, right? What's on the roof, though? We have... I mean, another chest. Yeah, I appreciate the Discord notification noise, too. Yeah, let's just grab you. There's a retardant suit. That is potentially good. Physical retardant suit. Okay, it's a suit only for men, of course. And not for you, though. Who gets it? Do you get it? No. Did any of us get it? No. Cool. Cool. None of us are able to use that item. It's weird. Yes, we can get outside. Which begs the question. What for? Why does that help? I don't think it does. Like, it's cool to be up there, and I guess you could fast travel away, but I can evac, can I not? Anyway, which one first? How many chests have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's 14 chests. I'm gonna go for this one. Disembodied voice floats through the air. Who dares defile treasures, the mightiest of monarchs? Who dares disturb our slumber? Oh, that's not bad. I can beat them up any day. Oh, they deal 50 damage. Never mind, these shades are tougher than other shades I've fought. I've murdered 2 of them already. But that was more worrying than I'd hoped for. That's fair. That's fair. They're like glass cannons, I'm assuming. Get some XP. Not a huge amount, but it's alright. It's alright. Magical skirt. I believe technically better in terms of straight armor. We've got better ability to dodge. This does reduce damage from spells. I'll be honest, I don't think Cloak of Evasion has done the job for us, has it? I think resistance could be nice. Not many enemies use that, it's fine. I'm gonna go for this chest next. Disembodied voice again. Yep, that's fine. I mean, I'm assuming these are all, like, fine enough to grab. Like, there's not any that are actively not worth grabbing. And it is just additional fights. Like, this is doable. Like, David chucks some rocks, and I just chuck a boomerang. That's fine. Like, this isn't too tough. Honestly, I'm happy to have extra XP as well. Oh, I wonder what this voice says. Oh, who could have guessed? It's about the monarchs who are trying to snooze. And we're not fond of being woken up. Or something like that, you know? That's not anything important. We can disturb them all we like.
Brace yourself.
I'm worried, if we fight a Cannabox, like, it might be dangerous. But at the same time, we've leveled up a decent bit since we last fought our first one. Like, I think we'd be fine. And I think that's overkill tuna. That guy did not need 125 damage. But alright, sure. Sure. Special medicine. It's not that good. I don't know if we need all of these. And immediately, one of the enemies casts a heal? Okay, that did a lot of damage. That one was worrying. Why are these guys dealing so much damage all of a sudden? Are these ones just able to deal higher damage? Is that just like a thing they do? Dazzle is a little worrying, but it should be okay. Tuna, I kinda want you to do your, like, group attack rather than healing yourself. If you want to lick yourself, who am I to question it? And there we go. Also, I didn't spot the 69 damage, but I'll take your word for it. That probably happened. If I Yeah, do a handy heal, because you are poisoned as well. Oh, no, a disembodied voice. Terrifying. Who would have guessed? Oh, got one of these guys to fight. Okay. Didn't think we'd see any more of these eyeball things.
Take this!
Is that always in this one chest, or is this like progressively just getting harder? Abilities, I think, is the way to go. Just get as much damage as we can. Because this thing's probably got a lot of health. Apparently somewhat resistant to flame. Because that was blue. Enemies scale as I do. What, in here? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. It's an interesting way to do it. Typically around level 36 to 40 you can just go everywhere. Fair enough, fair enough. And we've got a moose sound as well. That's great. I'm glad you're getting used to these. Like, a lot of the times, it's just not really used. So I'm glad people are getting use out of it. Also, that Holy Lance apparently is not a spear. Can I use it with you? I can. There we go. Ah, yes. It sounds just like the lovely Highland cows, you know? Love Highland cows. Like, we're such a lovable creature. Like, you can't look at a picture of a Highland cow and tell me it doesn't look fun. Right? We've got more animals as well. It's like a farmyard now. I could just add more animal noises. Just doing all the quacks. You're never gonna save up for that 10 million at this point, though, Tuna. Like, that's just not gonna happen. You'll never know. You'll never know what happens when you redeem the 10 million. Do I know what happens? Maybe. Maybe not. Couldn't possibly reveal. Couldn't possibly. Also, just because what we're doing is a bunch of fighting, I will use a Sage Elixir. Just make sure you got plenty of MP. Also do a Misc, heal all. There we go. Seems to recall a wise man saying, what's the point of having money if you're not going to spend it? Exactly, I said that earlier. But you also said you were saving up to spend it on something else. Heads up, you've yet to be able to buy elixirs. Okay, I should be not using them quite so frivolously then. That's fine. I mean, I reckon it's a worthwhile enough use. I could have just used some magic waters. I felt Sage Elixir, why not?
Brace yourself.
But if it's hard to buy them, yeah. I'll wait. Because it can be nice to have to use mid-battle. Like, I don't know how battles go later. I feel the pools of mana or MP. What is MP? Is it mana points? Magic points? Something like that. You tend to have quite a lot. Seed of Agility? Arguably worthwhile. Yeah. Annoying because they're not wanting to be woken up or something. Lightning Slash. Tempting to use. Tempting luck ability to recruit more monsters? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. No idea what ability you're on about, but hopefully it goes well. I'm really confused now, because I swear those shades did a bunch of damage earlier. Like, they did 50 in one hit, then just did one to do these. That makes sense, probably. Watch consistently for 10 years and you'll get it. I mean, if you look up how many channel points you tend to get on average per hour, someone will have done the calculation. You'll find out how many hours you need to watch. Generally, I stream for maybe 9, 10 hours a week. And then you got your, is it 52 weeks in a year? I don't know. It might not be anytime soon, Tuna. It might not even be as soon as 10 years. But who could say? Who could say? Whoa, no, a sinister disembodied voice. Who could have foretold? I'm going to be saying that every time, so I hope you're all enjoying me saying it as much as I am. Tuna, I swear if you use your ability here, it's a waste. I hope you don't. Okay, you don't. That's good. Yeah, because we're able to just kill these guys normally. There we are. Lovely to have. Get an extra bit of XP. Get a level. Learn swoosh. Sure. Can't you get a discount? No. No, what do you think this is? You're not getting a discount. I can make it cost more if you want. Do you want me to make it cost more? I could. Like, would you want a surcharge instead of a discount? I could do that for you. Like, just for you two. Like, a special one-off deal. You have coupons. Depends. What are the coupons for? Because they might be valid. They might be valid for this. Are you about to die, Tuna? I swear if you do, I'll be quite disappointed in you. You quickly groom yourself. Okay, you're fine. As long as you're able to groom yourself, you're okay. Now you're asleep. Okay, that's still fine enough. I'm gonna test the lightning slash. Okay, they're weak to lightning. Good to know. No Ramia from Dark Prince? I believe so. Not amazing with names, it's been a while since I've played. But I believe so. Seed of Strength? That one's quite a good one, I'm going to use that immediately. Strength on myself. There we go, because I need more strength, of course. More agility? You know what? Tuna, you can get bits. I think I know who Ramia is. Quite good at styling yourself. Word used was sus. Sure. Ramia, that bird is your mount? Really? Hell yeah. That's quite the reward to get. I'm assuming that's what lets you get to these little pockets of land between mountains, right? That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Your whip does an amazing job, and then we just murder the rest. Okay, that's probably a good sign we are about the level we should be for this. Vial of Oomph Powder. Could be good. All the secret spots you couldn't get to earlier. Yeah, that's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. Yeah, we disturb your slumber. Don't you worry. Ooh, we got one of those guys. I'm just going to immediately lightning slash it. I think lightning slash is a good way to go. I mean, it does have, I think, better damage because we're weak to it. I don't know. I'm assuming the red number means we're weak to it, but all the attacks coming into me right now are red. So that worries me. Yeah, lightning slash Ben again though. Hopefully, yep, there they are, they're gone. Get your monster friends to come in, and here we go. Bunch of XP, because we defeated one of those eyeball things. Give you a lot. Like, just shy of 800. That's nice. Any more eyeballs? I'd take another eyeball if you have one. Ah, boo, that's a boring one. Okay, regular attack. And Tuna, you're just gonna attack and murder them all? Murder most of them, not all. Not all. Jack's healing me up, so that's fine. David does the last hit, and yeah. Should be him gone. Lovely. Is this last chest anything worthwhile? You know what? A 10-ton toupee. It's something I've not seen before. Can I wear it? Can Tuna wear it? Can anyone wear it? Is it an accessory? It is an accessory, okay. Lots of defense, but will make you feel like a mule. So arguably, it would be better than this, but David doesn't need it. Banishing Bell I like. Dragon Scale, I think we can change that one. There we go. And it's cursed. So that means you now have Mule, right, is your thing? Yeah, so we want that to be uncursed. That's fine. We can uncurse it. Let me just head outside. If I just go up these stairs, I can now zoom, get back to village. I think. No, I'll go visit my mum. I'll go visit our mum. Because you've got to, right? You can't just not go home. She'll be worried about us. She'll want to know that I was queen. You know? I was, for a while, a queen. Hello. Can you get rid of this curse, please? Benediction on Tuna. There we go. Equipment, Tuna, re-equip the... What was it you had? Ruby bands? Was it that one? Yeah, it's extra defense. Sure, I'll take it. I mean, sure, Tuna. Sure. Let's go say hello to our mum. I don't actually know if this does anything. I like going back to say hello to the mum. And off to bed with all of us. I will actually hand in the mini medals quick. And also loot the royal chambers. Can you request for me to say that? You can request for me to, yeah. You're more than allowed to request it. Like, go ahead. Doesn't mean I will. But you're more than allowed to request it. I think last time you regretted me saying anything. Like, you didn't want me to say that I was a queen, slay mama, you ate and left no crumbs. Like, that's not anything you wanted. Hey Georgie, good to see you. I'm glad you're putting points into Femboy Friday. We're just currently robbing the king. There we go. A rune staff. We get mighty armlet. Pretty good. Not as more tolerable than Skibidi Riz, Sigma Gyat Rizzler. Good to know. Good to know it's more tolerable. I've got actually quite a few nice items here. See the strength, also very nice, but I'm gonna just keep giving that to my hero. I don't think anyone else gets strength. I think it's just me. Let's see. Equipment. Who wants equipment? I mean, I'm assuming I can't use any of it. No. Do I actually have anything I want to equip? I don't know. Mighty Armlet, maybe? It is even more attack. So sure. Which I'd say probably gives more attack to here. Oh, thanks for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Like, I do enjoy taking money from Bezos. I always forget to use it. Ah, don't worry. I'd forget to if I had it. We are equipping Tough Guy Tattoo. Yes, that's what we're doing. I have to do that manually each month. That's the point of it, though. It's made so that you forget. So that Bezos doesn't lose out on money or something. Okay, so now that we've looted the king, let's quickly go get a silver platter because we can if we go into the mini medal place, I believe. Just head down the well. Don't know why he lives down a well. I've never questioned it until now. I think it's just kind of normal for people to live down a well, right? I think maybe he likes having the bridge and the darkness at night. I don't know. I feel it's a bit odd for living down here. Yes, I've brought you some medals. Pit 12 gets me a silver platter. Lovely. How much do I need for the next one? I'm gonna guess 15. Yeah, bring it to 15 and I get a prayer ring. That's kinda useless. But, silver platter, potentially good. I can't use it. Can you use it? No. Can Jack use it? Yeah. Jack can, for some reason. Sure? Sure. Yeah, with that, I think we are done for today. We are done. I'm loving this game. I'm having a brilliant time. But, I've streamed like 45 minutes longer than I meant to. It's a sign of a good game. It's been a while since I've streamed extra. And what I will do is sip, Sky. Appreciate you reminding me. Yeah, well, we'll quickly go save the game. It's been a while since I've heard of the Titanic one as well. Get save. Here we go. Level 11 when we started. What level are we now? Like 18? Might be 19. 17. Okay, it was lower than I thought. But, that is all for now. Back to main menu. Yeah, I've had a brilliant time, like I say. I hope you've all enjoyed as well. It's been lovely having all of you here for company. And it's been good having a chat with you as well, Sky. It's been nice talking to someone about Dragon Quest stuff. Because normally, I can't. Because not many people care for Dragon Quest, weirdly. Yeah, hope you've all enjoyed. And I will see you about. Bye for now.